Podcast has started. Back
for an off the leash episode. It's been a couple weeks since I've been on.
It has.
Probably 2 or 3 weeks. I know you had Zen on. Y'all were talking some NBA.
Yeah, we had a good NBA episode. Finals. We both picked the Spurs, but it's not looking good for the Spurs right now.
No, that was kind of the first thing I wanted to talk about I wasn't able to watch game 2 because I was at Obsession last night. And so I came home, kind of forgot that the game happened and was able to watch the highlights not knowing what had happened.
That's
fun. It was pretty exciting.
I did that one time during the Warriors versus Cavs 2016 finals. I remember I had a date planned, an escape room during the game.
Can't do that.
I know. And so
What game was it?
I think it was like game 2 of the NBA Finals 2016.
So Warriors had already won game 1, probably.
Yeah. But I turned my phone off. I told everyone, don't tell me what happens.
Yeah.
And I watched the full game the next morning.
It's dedication.
It is fun when you don't know the outcome.
Yeah. But I had the Knicks in 6, and it maybe Knicks in 4.
Did you publish that opinion?
I did, and I bet a couple of other people.
You had Knicks in 4?
No, I'm saying it could be Knicks in 4.
Oh, it's not going to be a sweep.
They just took both at home on the road.
They had 13 days of rest before the Spurs just played a Game 7 against the defending champions.
I mean, you can make excuses in the finals. I'll say that. We also may be on a storm watch here. We're trying to get some airtime outside before a big storm rolls through. So if we change environments
30 minutes.
20 or 30 minutes from now, don't be alarmed. But
it was a good game, very physical game.
Which is what I appreciate about the playoffs right now.
They're
holding the whistle, which is important.
Yeah. And really, even last series with Shea, there wasn't a lot of flopping. There was like a couple plays, but it was a good game. We'll see what happens in New York. That's going to be a crazy environment for basketball. Finals in New York.
I think Trump's going, too. That's what I've heard, is Trump is going to show up to that.
Courtside next to Charlamagne and
Ben Stiller in his Ukrainian jersey.
You seen the previews for what's the movie called? Fokker?
Oh, yeah, that's Fokker's like a trilogy. Day. Yeah, the Meet Fokker's the Fokker stuff from Robert De Niro, Ben Stiller.
But know what I saw though? So it's his son, I guess, and he comes back from college. He's got a new girlfriend, Ariana Grande.
I did see that.
Skinny ass on Ariana Grande.
Yeah.
Looks
wicked
so
screwed
bad.
Her up. Something happened there.
She used to be attractive. She used to be the it girl. She looks
on
bad.
Was it Disney or was it like Nickelodeon? What show? She was in Victorious.
I didn't find her attractive when she was 14.
Okay.
I found iCarly attractive.
Yeah, what's her name?
I think she was on iCarly. Ariana Grande was.
No, she was in Victorious.
Okay.
With Victoria Justice and
yeah.
All these raindrops are starting to get a little heavier.
Yep.
We may have to change. Pause right now. That lasted a whole 30 seconds. Oh, shit. Yeah, that lasted not long.
We're moving locations, people. Podcast is rolling still. Ben is... Look at him move. Well, we're going to go inside right now. We're going to keep it rolling, though. We're going to find somewhere to go. Where should we go?
Could do it in Cal's room.
Okay.
It probably has the most space out of all the other rooms.
Freaking nest right here. Okay. Let's go. I'm gonna leave this. So, this right now. Do you mind grabbing a green cord out of there?
Will we need this up here upstairs? Maybe.
Maybe.
That lasted about 5 minutes.
That was a short-lived. We're adapting. You think Cal's room?
Yeah, we'll have to go upstairs.
Turn the light on.
Yeah, that'll be fine.
A little delay, but we back.
Keep the light on.
What does it look like here? Turn it off. That's kind of cool. I say we keep it off. Maybe throw this door open with the light. Yeah, looks good.
Can it pick us up well enough?
Yeah.
Let's just roll with that.
It's still recording. Here, take a squat real quick. If you're in the full shot, your head's go off. You can move to the right more, if you need more space, or the other way, to the left. You need more space.
Let's just go right here, probably.
Still picking up. Okay.
Test, test.
Test, test, test.
Oh, the fan turned off. Get that fan rocking.
Are you able to?
I think I can do it without turning the light on. There we go.
All right, we are good. So we just had to run back inside to avoid the weather.
Yep. It's that time of the year here. Is that a twist off or is that a oh, nice.
I love when they twist off.
Yeah. It's a good sound, good feeling when you crack that.
This is an NAC.
NAC.
NAB, my bad.
What is that?
Non-alcoholic beer.
Is that what the acronym people use now?
Well, I saw a commercial. It was Tom Holland. It was a Chase MasterCard, whatever commercial, and his entrepreneur business was non-alcoholic beer.
I heard him talk about that.
Yeah, he talked about it on Rogan, I think.
He wasn't on Rogan.
Who was he on? Because I heard the story he doesn't drink because he just changed his life. He doesn't drink.
Yeah, I don't remember where I heard it, but he was talking about early in his career, he kind of just was drinking a lot and wanted to prove it to himself. Okay, let me do. I think it was like leading up to a birthday. It's like, let me see if I can do this leading up to a birthday, and then he like just kind of kept going, which
props to him.
Yeah, power to him. We have to talk about obsession.
Oh yeah, we do.
So I saw it. I'll give you my kind of experience.
Okay.
Went last night with Mickey. I had seen this trailer months back because the director, Derek Curry, I can't remember his name off the top of my head, but it's like a very small budget film. The guy's like 26 years old, I think the director is, yeah. And so like up and coming, like pretty unique idea. Definitely. The original trailer was him on the phone in the car talking to the Wish Willow customer service line.
The trailer.
That was like a 30-second teaser trailer. It was like him saying, "Can you cancel a wish?" And I'd be like, "Nah, it's not really how it works."
Yeah.
And So I knew it was going to be really interesting. Unique idea. Haven't seen a movie like that before. And
it was very unique. That's what I appreciate the most about it. I was actually excited to go to the movies to see a new original idea.
yeah, and it was... I mean, I guess you'd classify it as a horror film, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
I was scared.
Yeah, definitely a horror film, not a thriller as much as it is horror. It's gory.
Nightmare scenario for this kid.
When I came home last night, I was like, it was pitch black, and I was like, dude, am I going to see her like lurking in the corner of the room?
Yeah.
And so spoilers ahead, but I thought it was really good. You know, I'd probably give it a 9 out of 10. I don't think there was anything about the movie that I was like, I didn't like that.
Yeah.
You know, I wish they would have gone a different direction with that.
I
mean, I'd give it
that's your score.
4.5 out of 5. So give me a 9 out of 10 there.
I don't know what I put on Letterboxd, but I think I did 4, maybe 8 out of 10. It was very unique. I liked that part of it. It was genuinely scary.
Yeah.
Because I like that type of scary, because when you know who the killer is, like in a slasher or like a, you know, whatever, a demon, you kind of understand how they're going to operate. With her, you just see her like completely flip into a psychopath that you don't know what's going to happen in the next
Very
moments.
unpredictable.
That's scary.
Yeah.
And there was definitely one moment where I audibly screamed in the theater.
And which scene was that?
When she was like still asleep or whatever, and he goes to meet the other girl who had a crush on him.
Yeah.
And they're in the car. And she's
yeah.
like, I got my letter from
Luther.
From Luther. I wanted to open it with you. And he's like, all right, let's open it. And then she just busts through the window and tink, 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 tink off the steering wheel. Like till
with a brick.
like,
no, it was with a brick.
Are you sure?
I promise you. She had a brick.
I thought she was banging her head off the steering wheel over and over again.
No, she had a brick.
Oh.
I think she broke the window with the brick.
Oh. And you just see her whole face, like literally, like
smushed in.
You see everything. So
her
that
eyeball
one
popping out.
They definitely like made sure they weren't pulling any punches with the gore.
No, which like you have to full send it with movies like that. You know, I mean, you can't be like, well, we don't want to gross people out. I mean, that's up for them to decide. And I think it played to like the intensity of the movie, of just how like crazy, because we were talking about it off camera, and it's like every young guy in high school, early college, like you have a crush on someone. That's just like the rite of passage. And so the movie starts off because it's this. His name was, I couldn't tell what his name was because everyone just kept calling him Bear. And his name was Baron.
Oh, okay. I forgot his name too.
And he's just like going through it. He's got a crush on this girl. He comes home, his cat's dead. Like, I guess he lives by himself, but he's able to support himself
and
working at this music store.
You see his apartment, and it's like, I think he had a lotion bottle next to his computer screen. You know, there's
no light in the entire place.
Yeah,
it's just dark, and it's very depressed. He's depressed.
And you could tell that even with his hairstyle.
He's pale.
His hair's just all on his forehead.
Dude,
he's
I was
like
thinking
unkept.
this during the movie. He kind of looked like Charlie Kirk, straight up.
I thought you were going to say someone else.
No, he had some Charlie Kirk looks to him, which is just a weird. I was thinking that while I was watching. I was like, God, he looks like Charlie Kirk.
I might have thought that too, but he was definitely like, yeah, he was down. He was depressed, and he wanted the girl that was in their friend group. And the first scene, I think, is him confessing his love to a poor waitress in the diner. And his
they're
best
like
friend's
reciting
like,
it.
All right, you love her so much, like, you got to get the courage to say it. He's like, I don't know what I'll say right. And so he's practicing with the waitress in the diner.
Yeah, and it was like,
it's like,
sob story.
Dude, that's going to, like, catch her freaking off guard. I think that's what the best friend says. Like, dude, just ask her out. Don't confess your secret obsession with this lady. And that's interesting because he was obsessed with her and he wanted it back.
Interesting.
Be careful what you wish for.
Yeah, well, literally. So he's going to buy, he's on the phone with her that night. She's like, come out to the bar. come do trivia with us.
Yeah.
And he's like, nah, I think I'm okay. They're on the phone. She drops her crystal necklace in like a sewer. And so she announces to him that she's quitting the job that they both work at together. So he's like, you know,
sad about
time
that.
is ticking.
He was on her Instagram before she called too.
Yeah, just doom scrolling on
Just
it.
like,
yeah, which you're right. He is obsessed too.
He's very obsessed with her.
So she invites him out. He goes and tries to pick up a crystal necklace for her at the store before they meet up. Doesn't really like it, so he buys that wish thingy.
Yeah.
And
One wish willow.
Doesn't. Okay. Yeah. So then they go to the bar. He's trying to get it off his chest, talking to her. Keeps getting interrupted and just like being a little soy boy. And,
he had no vigor.
Yeah, weak. Just weak.
He's definitely
everywhere.
a soy boy.
And so then offers to take her home from the bar.
She likes him though. You can kind of tell.
I was asking Mickey during the movie, I was like, is that like she's giving him some signs?
She definitely, I felt that too.
Yeah, like it wasn't just like she's just friend zoning him the whole time.
But at some point, like how many like trivia nights are you gonna have before you make a move?
Yeah.
So she quit her job. She's like, I've got to leave this place.
Yeah, I got to level up in life, and he's just.
I can't hang around and wait for you.
He's driving his shitty car and
she might have
shitty
said
sweater.
Something like that.
Well.
To him.
Well, they were driving home together, and she's like, you know, you're the only person that I can really talk to about these things. And so then he parks the car. They're kind of just sitting there looking at each other.
He's like, I guess this is bye.
Yeah, she gets out, and she, like, says something to him. Like, he's trying to be like, hey, this is before he breaks the wish. Like, they're kind of talking, and he, like, calls her back over and like is like still trying to get it off his chest.
Yeah, he's like, wait, I want to say something.
And like I feel like at that point she was like waiting for him to say it.
Yeah.
And he just didn't. She goes inside.
He's like, never mind.
Yeah. Pulls the one wish willow out of his bag. I wish she loves me more than anyone in the world.
I think he dropped an F-bomb in there too.
Really? Snaps it. And then she's just standing in the dark, like on the porch.
Yeah, he snaps it and he's kind of just looking at it. He's like, and then you hear like the window knock, 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 knock. He's like, oh, and everything goes downhill from there.
Crazy concept. And the momentum just kept building from that point.
Everyone was shocked too. Like, why are y'all dating now?
Like all over each other, sleeping over every night. Like,
well, yeah, that night. She's like, I don't think you should be alone right now.
She was being weird.
She's like it looked like it was taking over her.
Cat. Like, I'm so sorry. Like, my dad has cancer. And she just started saying, and her behavior was clearly like off. But I think he was like so infatuated with like her finally showing some like more personal interest that like I don't know if in that moment like he thought like the wish came true.
Yeah, and then didn't she say like, let's go back to your place pretty much?
Yeah.
So they go back to his place, and yeah, like they walk in. I'm pretty sure he hides the lotion in the paper towels from his desk.
Is that really on there?
Yeah.
I didn't see that at all.
Like he like went like that.
Oh my! Just throws a towel over it.
He might have done that actually. I don't remember, but he definitely changed it. And I think. Okay, so yeah, he's taking care of her. He's like, you're acting weird. He's like, why are you acting weird? And then so he tucks her into bed, and he goes to sleep on the couch or whatever. And she's like, can you sleep with me? Like creepy.
Yeah.
And then it's...
Which, I don't know if you picked up on this. A lot of times when she was talking, like, it was dark. Like, you couldn't see her true face.
Yeah.
A lot of the times that she was talking when all these weird shit was going on.
And then don't they sleep with each other?
They started kissing, and then she gets on top, and they're kissing.
And then she freaks out.
Yeah, she freaks out. That was freaky, dude.
Yeah, that was the first time in the movie where
she's like,
it got scary.
And, like, pretty much falls off the bed.
Yeah.
And
do you think that that's, like, her real self, like, kind of, like, maybe waking up to, and, like, what? What am I doing?
Yeah, I mean, it definitely could be.
'Cause...
Like, in hindsight, knowing how the rest of the movie goes, like, I think it definitely could have been. where she's like, what am I, like almost like she's blacked out, and then she'll wake up in these moments and she's like, I'm kissing my friend, and
yeah,
like freaking out. But then she went like kind of right back to it.
it's weird.
Yeah.
It's scary though.
And then, yeah, then it shows them like they're making breakfast together, they're living life, they're kissing, they're playing the guitar
kind of
together.
the honeymoon stage.
Honeymoon phase, yeah. And
but that don't end for her.
yeah, like I wonder what the actual course of time was from like when he broke the wish to when all this shit happened. Probably like a month, maybe a couple weeks.
Yeah. And then everyone like in their friend group starts to question it, even the people they work with.
Yeah, they're like, dude, like what's you
And
guys
she's
went
just-
from being friends to
yeah.
like she's sleeping over every day, loves you,
Yeah.
and then when he goes into work,
She's
they
just
go into work
staring
together.
at
Yeah,
him,
she's just staring the whole time.
obsessed.
And it's like there's kind of an obliviousness to the friends of like being like, dude, like something is
Yeah.
wrong. Like
like she
people
doesn't
don't
like
act,
you.
Yeah, people don't act like that. And
Overnight.
yeah. So there's I mean a great movie. It ended on a freaking crazy note.
Yeah. I mean,
He did the right thing though at the end. So like the only way to break the wish was for him to die. Which I thought it could have been like for her to die as well.
it probably could have been, but
But I don't think he
took-
entertained the idea of like killing her to break it.
yeah, it would have worked if his buddy would have made the wish that canceled out his wish.
Yeah, he didn't believe it. So he just asked for $1 billion and started
money
raining.
just started falling from the sky. But
Yeah.
yeah. And the weirdest part was like, yeah, you could tell when he killed himself at the end, her reaction to it and her coming to and like looking around and everyone's dead. All their friends are dead. And she's covered in blood and she's like,
Yeah. Her like
I was like standing
screams,
ovation.
her screams and her like crying was like real, dude. Like it was real. And
The one scene too when they're at the party or whatever, and he's getting ready, or his buddy's like, "Hey, I'm doing a little party tonight." Or no, the main character figured out that his buddy was having a party and didn't invite him.
yeah,
He's like, "Cause I don't want, what's her name?
Nikki.
I don't want Nikki to go." And he's like, "Oh no, it'll be fine. I'll tell her." And she's like screaming about it. And he's like, "All right, you can come."
Well, that's when he came home and she had like shit and piss on the floor. Was like standing in like the same spot.
And then she taped the door.
Yeah, that was scary.
That was scary. And he's like ripping it open. He's like, "I'll be back. I promise."
So like he couldn't just like leave, like go to another state. You think she would have found him?
I think this is the other layer of the movie because, people always throw around the phrase like the power of the punani.
Yeah.
And so I think he was just, like it was worth it to him to feel that craziness, but also knowing that he's sleeping with and this girl's obsessed with him, the girl that he was obsessed with. So I think he kind of let it slide till it was too late,
Yeah.
which is also another thing that I think the movie theme of the movie of talking about beta males, simps, like they're willing to be trampled on just they basically have no self-respect, and they're willing to like let anything happen to them just so they can be around this woman that they think is a god, pretty much, if they're obsessed
Worship.
with what
Yeah.
they worship.
Yeah. God.
But that scene though in the party, you can imagine like in high school, everyone's out in the party, it's a kickback.
Well, they're probably post college.
They're post college, but in this example though, like everyone's been in a scenario like your first kind of party, and you have the crush on the one girl and spin the bottle, and she kisses another guy, and like that jealousy, you're like, oh fuck.
Yeah.
But then that happens to him. They're playing some drinking game, and it's like, all right,
It's like Jenga with
the dares. Or
yeah,
something.
dares.
And the girl that likes him like drew the card where it's like,
No, he drew the card.
kiss the person next to you, and everyone's like, oh, haha. He's like, okay, and she like gets up and like throws her chair out of, or like moves it back really aggressively,
Well, before that though, she went on her rant because she pulled the block and she just stands up and starts like reciting like this evil poem. Because remember, she wanted to be a writer. That was like her whole thing. She wanted to be a writer, and so she gets up and she was talking about like, I love you more than anything in the world, and like, I will cut your flesh and like roll it up and shut. You remember that?
Oh, whoa!
Yeah.
No, I
she was
blocked
like,
that out of my memory.
She said like, I'll cut off the flesh of your arm and like shove it up my yeah. So that happened, and then everyone's just like, and she's like, guys, I'm just joking, ha ha ha. And then they're like, Baron, you're up next. And he's like, oh, okay. Grabs his block, kiss the person to your left. And Sarah's sitting to the left. And then she like stands up. Nikki stands up and just gets like right behind Sarah.
Pulls her out of the way.
Same thing. You can't see her face. It's like showing like her chin down.
Which is creepy.
Yeah. And then it pulls her back. And then she's like, she gets on her knees. She's like, and it's just like...
Scary season.
And then I guess I don't know at what point after that she she smashes the bottle on the table and then starts like jabbing it in her face.
Yeah. I think that was partly, I don't think she was getting the attention she wanted.
Yeah.
She had to make a scene and make sure he took care of her.
But everyone was like, Baron, like, what the hell? And he's just like, he's not even looking at it because he's like,
he knows.
This is like, okay, this is it. Like,
it's like, I've seen this before.
Yeah. And I guess they go home that night.
And he's at his
There was a
end.
scene before that where he wakes up. They go to bed together and like they show him waking up. And
she's not in bed.
She's not in bed.
That's when I go like this in the movie.
Yeah. He like is kind of like scanning the room.
Oh, perfect horror.
And it's like the
right
pan
there.
gets all the way to the left. And then you finally see her in the right corner. And... oh my! That was probably the scariest part for me. I think
that was very scary
because she was acting like, I mean, the way that she was moving was crazy. Yeah. Oh my gosh, dude! And she's like, "I'm watching you sleep." Yeah. It's like, "You're so cute when you sleep." Oh my god, you're so cute.
Did I tell you I was sitting next to this like fat Mexican guy?
No.
Every time something, he's like, "Oh hell no!"
Oh hell no!
That was exactly what happened.
Hell no!
He's like, "Oh hell no!" That was a good theater movie. It felt like everyone was on the same energy of like everyone was experiencing it in the same moment, and we're all like, "Oh hell no!"
Yeah, there were some laughs in the crowd too.
Yeah,
and like,
I laughed a couple times for sure.
And that's like a good. I mean, it's a great movie.
Yeah,
I think there's
picture.
There's a couple of other movies that are out right now. Backrooms is another A24 film. I think it's going to be really good. And there's one more that I can't think of off the top of my head, but it's blowing it up at the box office. I think the budget was underneath $1 million, and it's done like 140 million.
It crosses over where it's not just like a creepy horror movie; it's a horror movie about a relationship.
Yeah,
and so it gets both sexes in there. You know?
Yeah, because most men are probably going to show up to horror movies.
Yeah, and then some girls, it just mixes it up. But everyone knows what a relationship is, and everyone can relate in some way, whether you're being stalked or you're the one who's obsessed with someone.
Yeah,
and you can just,
that's a good point.
You see how crazy it gets, and honestly, like I think the movie makers, the directors, the writers are starting to figure out that people don't want to see the same stories. Like we don't want to see another sequel. Make some original shit.
Yeah.
So we'll go see that.
And that's what the people have come.
People have spoken.
People have spoken. Regardless of how much a ticket costs, people are going to show up most of the time.
I loved the movie, man. That was one of the, like I already said, I was excited to see it, and it didn't matter who the actors were. The trailer sold me.
Yeah.
I just knew it was going to be intense.
Yeah.
It might have gotten, like, I'm not, and you mentioned that Mickey was not into the gore stuff.
Yeah.
Like, I basically, when I see it a couple times, I don't want to watch it. Which is fine. I don't need to watch it.
Like a couple of times through the movie, or see the movie a couple of times?
No, like in those scenes where she's bashing her head on the things and everything. Like, I just don't want to watch that. So I'll cover my eyes during those moments.
Gosh. Simp over here. Little beta.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. No, it's probably won't be a rewatchable. Maybe like down the road you'd be like, oh, you know what? I'm kind of in the mood for this. Would be a good to rewatch.
Yeah.
You know. But yeah, and then the Disclosure Day movie I think comes out next Friday.
Are you excited for that one?
I am. I don't know if that's going to be a theater one for me. Every time I've seen a new trailer for it, I almost seem less interested for some reason. Maybe
Spielberg.
because it's like I'm getting too much of the movie.
Yeah.
When I'd rather just like, see a 30-second teaser trailer and then go see the movie. Because a lot of these trailers, dude, like they show you the whole movie.
Yeah,
and
the
it's
whole
just
movie.
like you'd think some of the people who are behind clipping up a trailer would be like, let's not give away the plot, in a 2.5 minute trailer. As exciting as it is to like get momentum towards people who want to go see it, I think there's a good camp of people that are like, I'd rather not watch the beginning to end in a condensed version.
I agree. I've seen the trailer once or twice, and I kind of understand what Disclosure Day is because I'm in the know about alien stuff.
Yeah.
But like the average person sees that trailer and they're like, what does Disclosure Day mean? So maybe that's why they have a bunch of stuff in it.
You're right. We do kind of already exist in that. Esoteric isn't the right word. Just maybe alternative science, curiosity.
It's definitely in the pop culture for our age.
Yeah.
There was a part in the trailer where an alien is like hovering over the person. Do you see that part?
No.
Yeah, like close to its face. Like the person was like passed out and the alien had abducted them and was like hovering over it. That was the creepy part.
Well, so what I gathered, the male, the guy, I don't know his name, and then Emily Blunt.
Emily Blunt's in it. Yeah, I know that.
I think what has happened is they were both abducted at a young age. And that's why when she's like a newscaster, like a weather lady, and she's on the news, and that's when she starts speaking this like alien language. She's like, what? Yeah, that's what the whole trailer starts as.
I haven't seen that trailer.
Yeah, it's like she goes and she's like standing up doing, and today we have, she's like, and
what a language.
People are like, what the fuck? And the guy like is showing someone else, I don't know if it's his wife, his girlfriend, sister, whatever. She's like, or he's showing her this video. She's like, I don't know what it sounds a bunch of gibberish. And he's like, I understand what she's saying. And then it's like the cops show up at their place or FBI, and then it's like the ball is rolling.
Sounds good, actually.
But I don't really understand what Colin. I think it's Colin Firth. There seems to be like some other governmental or private organization that is like they may have technology
trying to downplay it.
Not necessarily. They're trying to get control of it.
Oh, okay. BlackRock.
Something like that. It'd be like
Lockheed Martin.
Yeah, but like on a very Skunkworks is probably the best way to put it. Skunkworks program.
Skunkworks.
And so yeah, that'll be a good watch.
I actually want to see it now.
But I've been into every now and then I'll go through these phases of like watching a lot of supernatural YouTube.
Yeah.
Alien. There's this great.
You've been into it.
Yeah. There's this guy named Chris. I'll send you his.
They have a cool podcast
YouTube.
set. Like in
it's called Area 52.
Room. I think I watched part of it with you.
Oh, dude, it's so good.
It's a great podcast.
He's just like, it's so good. The production value is great. He's got like 500. He's got probably 600,000 subscribers.
Damn.
But I was listening to one he did with the other day of this guy who I think had the documentary that came out recently about aliens. 20. Gosh.
Oh.
I don't remember what it's called.
He went on Joe Rogan.
Luigi Venditelli.
Yeah.
I don't know what he did, but they're talking about a lot of different stuff, and they brought up Bob Lazar a bunch and how, Bob Lazar, which actually provided some really good context to how Bob Lazar goes through these interviews, where a lot of people will critique his remembering of these events that happened 40, 50 years ago, right? Like, it's a long-ass time.
That is a long time.
And he said that he spent a lot of time with Bob, and he was explaining, like, Bob is like, he's got like a PTSD to this experience. And because, I mean, it kind of ruined his life at the time. So he forgets certain
parts of it?
No, it's not that he forgets certain parts. It's that the people need to be very clear about what they're talking about and how they ask him to remember things. Like, if they were to explain what the alien ship that they had at the S4 plant looks like he can remember that in like a very specific way. But like, if it's something a little bit more vague and maybe not as detailed, it's like, he's like, okay, wait, I got to remember this. 'Cause if I say the wrong thing, then people are going to criticize me and think that I'm, a loony, or they're not going to think that I'm credible or authentic with my experience. And so they obviously said it a lot better than I just did. But hearing that made me kind of think back to when I listened to him. And it's like, yeah, he is a little spacey sometimes when it comes to like, what are we talking about again? Which I think that made a lot of sense.
Yeah, it does. Yeah. I mean, I also think like, my mind doesn't really think that aliens are real. It makes a lot of sense to me. Like when, what's the guy's name? David Fravor. You see the clips of him in Congress, like talking about, I saw this massive like football field moving underwater and all these things that he sees. And then everyone's like, basically like, we don't know what to tell you here. I feel like he is actually a good faith actor who might have seen that, but the people above him like know what that is, and it's our technology.
Yeah.
And it's so secret that you basically just have to say, sorry, dude, like, we can't explain that.
Yeah, it's like, how many people are actually in the know of all these things? And I don't even think Trump is involved in it. I don't think the presidents are. Like, if I had to guess,
probably not.
Like, I don't think the presidents are involved in that.
They're just 4 years and they're gone.
Yeah.
They would write a book about it.
Well, it's like, we talk about secret government within government. Like, I think it's those types of people, maybe the Skull and Bones groups or the Bohemian Grove groups that like have more knowledge of, sacred physics, sacred geometry, things that go against what we consider to be like law as of right now, of like how we perceive the world, which makes it impossible for the other 99% to like actually entertain that these things exist because, science says that can't be possible. It's like, but you don't know, like you truly don't know. And I think that's what's so frustrating. I asked Cal this the other day because the Confessionals podcast that I listen to, he brings on a lot of people for paranormal, supernatural activity. And I think I've mentioned the Dogman before.
Yeah.
It's like, it's not just a Sasquatch in the woods, which I think a lot of people think of. But then you have to kind of start from the beginning of portals being possible and Skinwalker Ranch and like these areas in the country and in the world where some strange shit happens. And like, if you...
Disappearing people.
That was a guy that went on Joe Rogan recently.
Like if you're going to take someone... People get lost in the woods all the time.
Yeah, but they say that these portals can open up and these spiritual paranormal beings can like enter through. So it's not just like, there's constantly always a Bigfoot or a Dogman or a Skinwalker just roaming through the woods. It's like these things can appear based off of like, the person in the woods maybe being very anxious, or maybe they've already kind of sought out certain types of information. And so the people above may know, and, just things like that. I feel like you have to consider that to be true, at least a little bit, in order for X, Y, and Z to be possible, Yeah,
you have to be open-minded enough to consider that's a possibility. I wonder, like, for Dogface or whatever, do they describe him looking like a dog? Like, did someone see something that looked like a dog?
Yeah. So what the most common explanation is, and I've listened to, this isn't just me watching one random clip and then repeating. I've watched
You're an expert.
Hours worth of content about the Dogman. Okay. And people describe it as a 7 or an 8 foot being with German Shepherd-like ears. So like some like wolf dog characteristics. Okay. A lady that I listened to recently, her and her husband lived in Ohio, and she had multiple experiences, and she couldn't get her husband to believe her. And then her husband had his own experience, and then now he's bought in. And these are just like farm people in Ohio. You know, it's not like they're content creators or anything like that.
Yeah.
And she said her first experience was they had like a yard and whatnot, and they had a chicken coop in the back, and they had a couple of dogs, and the dogs would always follow her around. You know, if she went out in the yard, the dogs would be right by her side. And she said that she walked out into the yard, and like the dogs stayed back. And she's like recounting this experience, and she's like, I kind of thought that was strange. You know, my dogs follow me everywhere. Why were they not following me right now?
Yeah.
And she goes up to the chicken coop, and it's like nighttime-ish. She goes up to the chicken coop. The chickens are being weird, like going crazy. She's like, something's going on. And she hears, like, if the chicken coop is, like, backed up to the woods, you know, the tree line's, like, right there. So it's, like, hanging kind of over the chicken coop a little bit.
Geez.
So it's not like you can just see. It's, like, the trees are right there. And she said that she was, like, approaching the chicken coop, and she heard this, like, intense growl, like above her head. Not like it was like coming down below from like your dog, like something above her was like growling at her. And she like looked up, and she could see like a silhouette of what she described as like a 7 or 8 foot tall being with German Shepherd like ears and these big red eyes, like staring at her. And she was frozen in fear.
Yeah.
And she said she ran in as fast as she could to her house and like collapsed in her kitchen, like bawling her eyes out. And her husband came home, and she tells the husband, he's like, no, like you're making shit up. He was saying it was a raccoon. Like that was kind of, he's like, it's a raccoon. Because, you know, when you shine lights on certain critters, you know, their eyes will reflect back at you.
That's creepy.
And so this just kept happening where, you know, there would be random, you know, slamming on the doors on the outside of the house. And like these things were like terrorizing them. Like almost to where they're like smart enough to like know how to generate fear from you rather than just like a more primal instinct of food, eat. It's like they're intelligent enough to like
doing this for some reason. Yeah.
And so what ended up convincing the husband was that they got a trail cam, and they put it up in their backyard, and the husband's walking out to the chicken coop, and the pictures aren't great. There are pictures of it.
The Dogman?
Of the scenario. So there's a picture of him, the husband, like walking to the chicken coop, and you can see these like 2 like very bright like yellowish red lights like above the chicken coop. It's the same spot where the woman claimed that she had the thing was growling at her. And so you can see these lights are like positioned in a way where they're like looking down at him while he's walking towards it, and as he's walking away, the eyes are positioned a different direction as they're like looking at him walking away. And so the husband like looks at this, and he's like, holy shit, like that's not a raccoon or anything.
Oh God.
And so it's like, it's stories like that where these things are like stalking them.
Yeah.
You know? It doesn't seem like they ever attack anyone, but it's like just fear-based.
It was just like a couple encounters and then it stopped.
I mean, I don't know if there's been a follow-up with these people on, you know, what, but it's like they haven't like physically touched or, you know, from what I've heard. But this is like, you get this from the mom and pop couple. You get this from the 30-year-old retired cop veteran who's a hunter in Tennessee. You know, it's like, so it's happening to people that they don't share the same background. They don't, you know, they're not super into the paranormal. They're not going out seeking these things. They're just out in wilderness, and all of a sudden the crickets and the birds and the trees stop. You know, they say a lot of it is like silence.
Whoa.
Like if you're out in the woods and you ever hear like everything stops, like that's not a good sign.
You got the Dogman breathing down on you.
Yeah, but it's like, you know, I was asking kind of how we all started with this. Like I asked Cal if like he thought that could actually be possible.
Yeah.
And he's like, fuck no. But it's like
Cal's
I say
pretty
yes.
open-minded too.
I know, and he hasn't listened
that.
to it, so it's like,
yeah.
You know, me regurgitating this and talking about a dog man. People are like, what the fuck are you talking about? You know, it just doesn't make a lot of sense.
No.
But like the same conversation that I have with myself when I heard Bob Lazar talk for the first time. It's like there's a certain conviction that you can hear and you can see.
Yeah.
Like that person's not lying. Like that mom and grandma and grandpa, she has no reason to make up these experiences that have like changed. She said she's afraid to go outside. Like she won't leave her house because she's deathly afraid that this thing is like behind her.
Still?
Yeah. So it's like you can't, for me, I can't hear someone say that and be like, that's made up. Sorry, you're just imagining these things. That's not, I guess, my thought process.
I haven't heard her, and it might change my mind, but also, like, do you think that sometimes people want attention from telling these
100%
amazing stories?
Yeah, there's a lot of...
Do you think she would do that?
No. Like,
You
I
don't
don't.
think
Maybe
so?
not her. I think there are certain people that lie about certain things.
Well, that's true. We know that people will lie for
Yeah.
attention.
Yeah.
So that's the part where it's hard to judge. Sometimes I don't know when people are lying. Like what are the tells of somebody's lying? Like it's probably different for everyone. And they even threw out the lie detector in court because of it. You can't know. You really don't know if someone's lying or not. You can kind of, if someone gets nervous when they're talking, so maybe that's a lie, but
yeah. And there's multiple stories of this, and Joe Rogan had on that woman. She was like a NASA scientist. It was maybe 2 weeks ago.
did Nick bring it up?
No, I watched a clip about it because she was talking about paranormal, and back when she was working for some organization, she was kind of the dedicated person to take in like calls from like people who would call in or send a letter in about a supernatural or paranormal experience that they had.
I bet that was a crazy job.
This lady's like, I mean, I could pull up her background.
She's just like a regular old lady who works at the government.
No, she's like a straight up scientist.
Oh.
I'll find her name.
Or
here,
she's not like some crazy woo-woo type lady. She's a scientist.
Yes. Let me find her name
that was
here.
targeting these
Let me see
occurrences.
here.
Shout out to Nick.
What's her name? Michelle Thaller. She's a PhD astrophysicist, award-winning science communicator, and retired NASA executive who worked at NASA's Goddard Space Flight Center and NASA headquarters. Yeah, so like she's a brilliant person, but she was saying that she would take these calls because Joe kind of asked her, like, how do you, if you're so rooted in science, like how do you listen to someone who had this supernatural experience that can't be explained by science?
That's a good question.
And she put it, I wish I knew exactly what she said, but she's like, just because we can't like scientifically explain it does not make it not true or not real. And that's what's hard when everything's like a person by person experience. Like you can't measure these things. Like you're just hearing this person share it.
I appreciate her answer. That's a wise answer. The wise person knows nothing. That's what they say.
Yeah. It's what does it say? The more you know, the less you know.
Yeah. Or like if someone's so confident in they know something, like you probably should be wary.
Yeah.
It's interesting because when you bring up NASA, that's a whole nother beast of podcast lore with the moon landing. And I listened to a podcast, Danny Jones' podcast.
I've seen some of his clips.
He had Bart Sabrell to debate a NASA astronaut. So it's like
really,
yeah, but it wasn't good at all.
Oh.
The problem was the NASA astronaut's just this old like grandpa. He's like, we definitely went there. Like we made it there. I don't know what you're talking about. And Bart's just like, well, you can't make it through the radiation belt.
Yeah.
And this guy is just not like. He's just kind of just saying, well, we went there.
Like he didn't show up with like evidence of like.
No.
Just like debunking everything that Bart's saying.
And I think that is. It's weird because I don't know anything about space and stuff like that, but like it would make everyone feel better if like they kind of, how like in math you had to show your work.
Yeah.
It would make everyone feel better if they could just explain how they made it through the radiation belt. They'd be like, oh, that's actually easy. Our spacecraft is designed to block out radiation. We know that's the danger zone. We're going to be through it in about an hour. That's how long we'll be in the belt. We have these protections for it. If they came out and just explained it, people in their mind would be like, oh, okay, well, that's reasonable. They could make it through.
Yeah.
Or like if they explain like, all right, to be honest, like we were in the space race with Russia and we couldn't really get photographs on the moon. We were there. We were there for sure, but we couldn't photograph it, and we needed to produce photographs to publish so they could
via
see it.
Stanley Kubrick.
Exactly. And if they just came out and was like, all right, this is what happened. These aren't real photos, but we did go to the moon, like, or something like that would probably go over well with a lot of the people that are skeptical.
Yeah. But they certainly can't admit that they faked it, because I think that would destroy like America as a superpower. But if they, but like, what do the Russians think? What do the Chinese think? Like, are they in the same boat of like, hey, if we think that we can beat them there, we're gonna fake this shit to make it seem like we beat them?
Yeah, like I don't even know if they've been there. Like, are they allowed to go to the moon?
I don't know. Like, I really don't know.
But
and like, we have these satellites that orbit and like these spaceships that orbit. Yeah, it's just like something as amazing and magnificent as like traveling to the moon. Like, I agree with you. Like, show us how you did it. Like, please.
Or the one that people talk about a lot is Richard Nixon talked to the astronauts as they were flying up there.
Yeah.
And it's like, how are we able to get that crystal clear phone call through the atmosphere and everything? Like, just explain it.
Yeah.
But there was a scene in Interstellar. You remember when Matthew McConaughey has to go to the parent-teacher meeting?
Yeah.
For Murphy.
Yeah.
Murphy, the daughter. And they explained, they were talking about the moon or something like that. And they're like, well, that was a lie to win the propaganda war against the Russians.
The
like,
teacher said that, right?
Yeah, they're like, it's been reprinted. The textbooks have been reprinted, Mr. McConaughey.
Yeah, Mr. God, I don't remember what was his name. What was his character's name?
So much, I could cry watching. Skip. I don't know.
Oh my gosh.
Is it Hal?
No. Oh, that's gonna kill me. As much as I've seen that movie, I don't know why I can't think about what his name was. Yeah, I mean that's a phenomenal movie.
This is gonna kill me too. Are you looking it up?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, and then The Odyssey is coming out here soon. It's another Christopher Nolan film.
That's the one I'm really excited for.
Cooper. Yeah. No last name, just Cooper.
What a movie.
Murph.
Cooper.
God, that movie is so good. The teacher was Miss Hanley.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, we didn't go to the moon.
It's like, all due respect, Cooper, we need more farmers. Your boy ain't gonna be a pilot.
Yeah.
He gonna be on the...
Tell him to grab the tractor.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so crazy.
The movie I watched the other night was Good Will Hunting.
That's a tearjerker too.
That movie's so good.
That should be like...
That's
do you think there's like certain
movie.
movies that should be like...
mandatory to watch?
Yeah. Mandatory is maybe a strong word, but like... Hey, we're going to watch... This is so important for so many different reasons that when you're in high school, we're going to watch this movie. We're going to talk about it as to why it's important.
I would love if they did that. There's a lot of things that... There's a lot of ideas and concepts that you could try to tell me, but it's hard for people to understand them. But if you see it in a story with pictures and characters, it's easier for me to understand. That movie, though... Robin Williams. I need to clap.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's rest in peace, Robin Williams. You know, it's kind of
in the duel.
Forgotten a little bit almost, it seems like, with our generation.
That's probably the only movie I really know him from, to be honest.
He's in he's in a ton of things. God, there's another like great movie that he's in.
But he duels Matt Damon. Matt Damon is the abused orphan who puts on this front, who basically has a lot of trauma. But he's so smart. He basically turned that trauma into like becoming book smart.
Mm-hmm.
But he's never really experienced life.
Because he was
he's an orphan.
Yeah, but he ended up being, a janitor at Harvard or at MIT or something?
At I think it was MIT. And he solves the puzzle, the math equation on the chalkboard. And everyone's like, who is this guy?
That's what it is.
What movie?
The Dead Poets Society.
Oh, that's another good one.
1989.
That's another really good one. He plays a good, like, mentor figure.
Yeah.
But yeah, that movie's a tearjerker.
So with Good Will Hunting, that's honestly needs to be in my rewatch. I need to rewatch that because I think it's very emotional. I remember.
Yeah.
But it's like there's a respectfulness to the relationship that Robin Williams has with Matt Damon, because I remember there's one scene where they're on, I think they meet up at like that lake or that pond, they're talking, and Matt Damon's character, which I need to know what his name is.
Goodwill. Will. His name's
actually?
Will Hunting.
Is it really?
Yeah. That's why
that doesn't sound right.
His name is Will Hunting. That's why it's called Good Will Hunting.
Yeah, you're right. Okay. Sean, I guess, is Robin Williams' character's name. But, Stellan Skarsgård is the professor, too.
Oh, yeah, he's creepy.
But they're, like, talking, and Matt Damon, like, makes not a joke, I think, but he makes a comment about, like, Robin Williams' wife that I think killed herself or something.
Or no, she died of cancer.
She died of cancer, and, like, Robin Williams, like, snaps at him.
That was in the office, yeah. He wouldn't talk to Robin Williams.
He's a therapist, right?
So the professor finds Matt Damon or Will Hunting, and he's like, "This guy's a genius. He solved this equation. He's a janitor. Like, what's the deal?"
Yeah.
And he goes and finds his boss, and he's like, "Tell me the name of this guy." And he finds him, and so he's taking him to all these therapists, like trying to figure out like what's the deal with this kid.
Yeah.
For his own gain, most likely. And he won't talk to any of them. He's like being hypnotized, but he's like making fun of the hypnotist, and he starts singing a song, and they're like, he's just a clown. He's got a full rap sheet, assault, but he gets himself out of all the cases because he's so smart. He knows all the laws. And then, so the professor has his old roommate from college is Robin Williams.
That's right. Okay.
And he's like, just do me a favor, just
talk to this kid.
Talk to this kid. And they spend like the first 3 meetings where they're just staring at each other. And it's all surface level where Will isn't like letting Robin in at all. And Robin's the professional, and he's thinking he knows how this thing works. And he sees a painting that Robin Williams made of like a sailor in rough seas or whatever. And he basically like breaks down Robin Williams' whole life through the painting and just like shits on him. And he like brings up like something about his wife, and somehow like he mentioned his wife died, and he's like, he just goes and he chokes him against the wall, and he's like, it's like, that's where I draw the line.
It's like, you cockroach.
Yeah, he said something like that. And those scenes are so interesting. They're like a mental battle between two people.
But it's like the way that the movie ends and finishes is like, it's so beautiful.
It is beautiful. He follows the girl.
Yeah, man. Until you brought up that movie, I probably had not thought about Robin Williams in a couple of years. And he's certainly before our time of when he was kind of goated. And
he's a stand-up comedian.
Really?
Yeah, which I've never seen him do stand-up, but I know he was a stand-up comedian.
Well, he was like, dude, doing the Miss Doubtfire, Jumanji, like some of these like great movies, historic movies of like our time. And I don't know when he, ended his life, but I remember it was like very shocking.
Yeah, it's sad.
And it's stuff. Like, the people, I think I remember whenever it happened, there were a lot of quotes of like, the people who you think are doing the best are internally maybe doing the worst, and you're the most unhappy or something like that. Which is just really sad. But
there's so many good scenes in that movie. Like the scene where, because the whole thing is Robin Williams is like, yeah, you know all this shit from books, but like you never experienced like being vulnerable in front of a woman. Like he's like on another level.
Yeah, it's just like you think you're a man and like you're a little boy.
Yeah, it's so good. And then he's like making love to his girlfriend in the dorm or whatever.
Skyla.
And she's like, I want you to move to California with me. And he's like, why would I do that? He's like, I'm from Southie, or whatever he says.
I'm from Boston.
And she's like, oh, it'll be fine. Like, we could take care of each other or something. And he basically snaps on her and like pushes her against the wall and is like, do you want to know that I'm an orphan? Like, you don't want to know that shit. And all this stuff. And she's like, stop. And she's like, do you love me? Say you love me. And he just stares at her. He's like, I don't love you. And leaves.
Yeah.
And it's just like, and then she just like starts crying in the bed. And it's just an emotional scene.
They don't make movies like that now.
No. It's so funny too. Like Ben Affleck, Casey Affleck, and their other buddy.
Yeah.
Like riding around in the car. Casey Affleck's just like the younger brother.
Yeah.
And they're just making fun of him. But yeah, that last scene too. I didn't end up finishing it, but that last scene where he basically, Will breaks down to Robin Williams, and Robin Williams and his like voice is just like, it's okay.
Just like consoling him.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, they
put it on the list, the curriculum.
Put it on the list, yeah. I mean, yeah, they simply don't make movies like that anymore. And I don't know what year, I don't know what year that's set in, because things are just different. Things are just so different now.
They were like drinking all the time. Like they were just
it's like, let's go hit up the bar and, do our thing. And
in that too,
1997 is when the movie was made. Let me see if it says when.
That's the year
it was MIT.
So that was Ben Affleck and Matt Damon. They made that movie. That was their breakout movie. And they won Best Picture for it.
Yeah.
Which
Matt Damon wrote it. Yeah, that's so wild. I mean, those are definitely two of the, big time actors of all time, Matt Damon and Ben Affleck.
Yeah.
Which sucks because I feel like after that, I personally like Ben Affleck more in his movie
I'm the opposite.
discography than Matt Damon. I don't know why, I just don't like Matt Damon. I think it's because he plays such a good character in the movies where he's like an asshole.
Yeah.
But like Matt Damon, Bourne Supremacy,
those movies.
all of those movies, The Martian, he's in Interstellar. There's a ton.
In Affleck's in, what's he in?
The Town.
Oh, that's a good movie. Isn't Damon in that one too?
No. It's Casey. It's Jeremy Renner.
Oh, yeah. That would have been cool if it was Damon, though. Run it back.
Yeah.
In Boston.
Well, they did that movie recently, The Rip. God, that was like such a shit movie.
Couldn't watch it.
It was so bad.
Couldn't.
And they went on Joe Rogan like promoting the hell out of it.
Yeah.
And it's just like one of those movies that you're like, this is the worst thing I've ever watched.
Oh my god.
It's like all these like stereotypical cop, dirty cop. It's just like
you
really couldn't have come up with a better idea.
I don't believe them being cops either. Like they don't look like cops to me. I don't know. But yeah.
I'm trying to think if I've watched any other movies recently Been falling asleep to movies, but
we should watch one tonight. A good one.
Yeah, we do.
I think there's a UFC on tonight, though.
Really?
There's a couple of fights. Bryce Mitchell's fighting.
There were a couple things I wanted to bring up. Let me see what I got in my notes. The first one is, I don't know if we really want to deep dive into this because it's kind of just like a sensitive topic. But I don't know if you've been seeing that that Austin Metcalf and Carmelo Anthony trial has been going on right now.
Oh, no.
Yeah, for those of you guys that don't know, April of last year, there was a tragic incident at one of the Frisco high schools, which is just an hour north of, couple.
Not far.
20 miles north of Dallas, North Dallas area. And Carmelo Anthony, they're both high school kids, 16, 17 years old. Argument ensued at a track meet, and Carmelo Anthony stabbed Austin Metcalf at the track meet in the bleachers, and he died. Carmelo Anthony's a black kid. Austin Metcalf is a white kid. So, of course, there's a lot of racial conversations behind it.
Yeah.
And so the trial is going on right now, and so we're getting a lot more information. I've been listening to a lot of Officer Tatum.
Oh, he's great.
Just kind of going through it. Yeah, he's got a good take on a lot of things. But it's just, I have a lot of different feelings towards it. And obviously we'll wait till there's a decision made, because they've selected the jurors. They're going through the whole process. I think yesterday and Thursday, so Thursday and Friday, a lot of it was like the witness testimony. So a lot of these other high school kids that were there. I don't think Hunter, who was Austin's twin brother, who was there at the time and held Austin in his arms as he died, I don't think he spoke. I think a couple of track coaches spoke. And so everyone's just kind of giving their perspective of like what happened. And from what I've learned is that, they have these tents set up. So you've got a tent for this school, a tent for that school, a tent for the other school.
Yeah.
And that's just where everyone goes while you're
put their bags.
Yeah, while you're waiting for your event to go off or whatever's going on. And there seems to be kind of a split opinion of whether or not that there's a lot of intermixing with the tent. So if like kids from one school go to a tent of another school, that wasn't commonplace. And some schools do have policies on that where like you're not allowed to go, you're on a school event, like you're not allowed to go sit under another tent. Like that's not what you're supposed to be doing. So what had happened is I think Carmelo was sitting under their tent, and
he doesn't go to the same school.
Doesn't go to the same school.
Oh.
And he had his backpack with him. Hunter and Austin and a couple of their other friends start walking up there to their tent. They're sitting down, and it's kind of like, hey, you need to, like, you're not supposed to be here. You need to get out of our area.
Yeah.
And argument ensued. Apparently, Austin was sitting below and went up to Carmelo.
Yeah.
And Carmelo had said, like, if, like, don't fucking put your hands on me, or like you're gonna find out, fuck around, find out type of stuff.
Yeah.
And apparently he walked up there, and then Carmelo put his hand in his bag, in his backpack. And that's a lot of the witnesses say that, like, after he did that, like, they had a fear that he was concealing a weapon.
Yeah.
And Austin had challenged him on it, and like I know you don't have anything in there. And he said, like, find out, pretty much. And allegedly Austin like put his hand on his shoulder or tried to grab his bag, and Carmelo stabbed him in the chest. And it led to this big ordeal. I think Carmelo left, and I'm pretty sure Austin died on the scene. So it's like a crazy story, national story for a lot of different reasons.
Pretty clear cut in my book.
Yeah. And like there was a lot of talk leading up to the trial of like, Carmelo was instigated and he was provoked and he was jumped. A lot of people are saying a lot of shit before any of the evidence is actually out there. But they have a video.
Of the whole thing?
They have a video, yeah. And so this will be, I think, released after the trial is set, or the decision is made, whatever the legal terms are. But, yeah, it's crazy. It's so crazy.
So do you feel like there's any shot that he gets off for self-defense?
No. He admitted to it right after the event. He told one of the school police officers that he killed him, or he stabbed him. And then it was after that he said it was in self-defense. And so I think the video will prove, one way or the other that it was self-defense or it wasn't.
Yeah.
And so it's unfortunate, one, that something like this has to happen, like right kind of in our backyard almost. And it's not the first, from hearing stories from Cal about what happens at their high school, and, a kid died from an accidental gun wound, gun discharge. It's like all this stuff is happening. And it's like, it's illegal to bring a weapon onto a school premises. So that's the first thing. And then you stick your hand in your bag when someone approaches you to leave an area that you're not supposed to be in. There's a lot of... Yeah. I'm not going to get into my whole opinion on it because I really don't want to say it publicly. But, if he's convicted, it's first-degree murder. He'd probably be facing life in prison. It's just like, fuck, dude. It's so crazy.
Yeah, it is. It's a really sad situation that occurred. And there will be consequences for those who committed crimes, and justice will be served. You just kind of are scared because that's just another crazy incident at a high school where kids are killed. Where you just kind of left. It's like, okay, like another thing happened. I definitely have heard about the story and what happened. I didn't know those details. I don't know what would convince me that it was self-defense. If
he was getting jumped,
if Austin, if they were beating the shit out of him, to the brink of death, and he pulls out his knife and stab, then that would make sense. I think that would be self-defense.
Yeah.
Or if Austin had a weapon and threatened him with I got one too or something, and then he stabs him right there, I think that's also self-defense.
Yeah. As it stands right now with what's public, there's really nothing that's going in Carmelo Anthony's way.
Wasn't there some... I knew it became really political on Twitter.
Yeah.
And I kind of stayed out of that. Because it's just a bummer.
Yeah. And there were some interviews with, people that are on Carmelo Anthony's side, which also kind of crazy that he's got the same name as the
NBA player.
Yeah. But it's with a K instead of a C. But they're interviewing it's a black woman, they're protesting or doing whatever. And the person interviewing is like, if there's evidence that comes out, it shows that he was not acting in self-defense and he just murdered him. Are you going to change your opinion? And she's like, if evidence comes out that he was wrong, it's like, no, we're sticking with our own. Oh, so there's a tribalness too. And so that was the clip from Officer Tatum's post.
What an idiot.
And he's just pause it. He's like, pause it. And he's like, you people are so stupid.
Yeah, that's insane.
And there was an incident a couple weeks back where I think a Chinese store owner shot and killed a young black kid who stole from him and waved a gun in his face. And it's just you're right. There's a level when it gets to too much and you're like, I got to unplug from this.
Yeah.
But then sometimes I feel like there's a responsibility to be involved with some of these cases that are so nationally, discussed that it's there are going to be implications from this. We don't have kids now, but we live in Texas, we live in the area. If something happens in Frisco, is it going to affect Arlington, Dallas, ISD, all these different places? Probably.
Yeah, I can hear you out on that. Not to switch gears, but that reminded me of this documentary I watched called The Crash. Have you heard of it?
I tried watching it. Me and Mickey tried to watch it, and it was kind of just a little...
Me and Alyssa watched it.
Yeah, okay, so tell me kind of what...
Dude, this is like...
I know what the
high
end
school
result was, but like I didn't get all the details of like kind of what led up to it.
So on the night of their graduation party, this one chick and her boyfriend and her boyfriend's best friend are driving back to the boyfriend.
Where did this happen at? What state was
Ohio.
this at? It was in Ohio. God,
They're driving back to the boyfriend's house,
Dominique Rousseau and Davion,
yeah, they're best friends, and the chick is driving them back.
But this is like 5 or 6 in the morning, right?
They spent the night at their buddy's house. They had a grad party, everything, and then they're driving back early for some reason. And they're going down the road, like you see traffic cam of her turning down the road, and then just all of a sudden she just like picks up speed, floors it right into the side of the school building, and immediately Dom and best friend dead. And the cops in the morning, like at 7 in the morning, find them, and she's still alive. She like broke her femur, like punctured liver, all this like broken arm, but she's still alive, and she comes out alive. And so everyone's like, oh my God, this is such a tragedy. They interview all the friends, and they kind of go on a deep dive into Dom and that chick's relationship.
Yeah.
And you come to find out that she's like chronic weed smoker.
Mm.
And she's
They're
like...
in high school?
Yeah. She's like a... kind of like a Catch Me Outside type girl. Like she's got the Chanel earrings, and Dom is like never short for money, so he's buying her all these clothes. So he's probably a drug dealer.
Because that's what the dad was saying. He's like, they loved each other, but he was always buying her nice things.
Yeah, he was. And they were like dating since they were freshmen in high school, and they're seniors and all this crap. And so she's super toxic. Like she's on TikTok, just ratchet girl behavior. Even like the sister of Davion is like hates her pretty much. Like she's a bully at school. She bullies other girls. She's always smoking weed, like and recording it. Like they got access to her phone, and
on the private Snap or something.
They put all the Snapchats, all the texts up, and basically Dom was ready to break up with her. Dom was ready to move on because she was kind of crazy, and something happened, and basically like he recorded her when she was having like a manic, crazy, obsessed episode where she was like calling him a little bitch and everything, like
what?
And he was locking her out of the house. She's like, I don't want you to come in here, like you're being way too aggressive, like stop, chill. And she's like cussing him out. She's like, let me in. She's like, if you don't let me in, we're done. We're spazzing.
Jeez.
And so they basically build the case that she killed them on purpose. Like which is so crazy.
She intentionally drove the car into the building to kill them.
And they were like doing shrooms and stuff, but the key kicker was they did the toxology on her. She didn't have any psilocybin. She was sober. She was sober. And they found the black box inside the car that shows like all the wheel turns, brake hits, gas pedal.
I didn't know they had those.
Yeah, they pulled the black box out. It's the last 5 seconds. And it's
so it's
all
like accelerator.
There was no attempt to brake. The car, they have a video of the car from a surveillance camera down that road. It's kind of a windy road. And they're zooming down the road. And they did see that the car was put in neutral and then back in drive. Like maybe they were trying to like grab the wheel. Yeah.
Fuck.
And so basically it's just crazy like that someone could do something
so
like
did
that.
she
got convicted. She's in jail still.
Like double 2 counts of first-degree murder or something.
And then like the big thing that we were talking about was like letting your kids do drugs, like because the dad was like pretty defensive of like weed. Like you could tell he was like a weed smoker because he basically was like, It's like, yeah, just let, it's better than alcohol. Like, I let him do it. I don't care what you do with your life. Like, I personally like to do it. And it was just like, how could this have been prevented?
Yeah, it's not like they're a 25-year-old adult. It's your high school daughter.
Yeah. And it was bad. Like, she was really, really toxic.
So she's probably going through a lot of, clearly
psychosis or something.
Like bipolar or something going on, and whether it was induced from the chronic marijuana, other shit,
Yeah. And then it was weird too because they got arrested on the side of the highway on an incident where the
girlfriend and the boyfriend did?
And the girlfriend was texting the boyfriend's mom like, he grabbed the wheel on the highway, like, and all this stuff. Like, he did it. And it like made it seem like there was something else going on, but also like maybe she pre-planned the crash.
She was trying to drop some like breadcrumbs.
Yeah.
Do you think that when she crashed the car that she had intentions to like
kill herself too?
Yeah.
I think so, because I don't know how you could like not, like, you couldn't plan that you were gonna like somehow barely make it out and they were gonna die immediately.
It was just like, I'm making this decision and we're just going to kind of see what happens.
Yeah, and like she looks like this sweet, cute, innocent girl in the courtroom. And then it's just like double murder conviction. God. Like, she definitely is like the ratchet. She's like ratchet catch me outside girl, but in the courtroom she looked like she was just like teacher's pet. Like they
probably dressed her up that way on purpose to look like that.
Oh, 100%.
Gosh, dude.
But
when did that happen?
2023.
Oh, okay, so 3 years now.
Yeah, but it's just tragic. Anyways, I don't know why.
Yeah, no, that's certainly, I know that's like one of the Netflix like top.
It was compelling. Yeah, it was a lot of like, it's just like they were. I think it's partly falls on the parent, honestly, a little bit. And the parents, like, at the same time, like, how can you not, like, ride or die with your kid? Like, they still, to this day, like, believe that she didn't do it on purpose. Oh, they made up this thing that she has, like, blackouts.
Oh.
There's, like, a condition.
POTS.
Yeah, POTS.
Yes.
And I looked at Alyssa when they said that, and she like, immediately started laughing. She's like, that's...
Something... Yeah. Yes,
something where you like basically black out.
Yeah.
Because she said she didn't remember anything on that street.
Yeah, because you're like, you already knew what you were doing and your body went into hyperdrive. Yeah. That's so crazy. Yeah, I mean, the parents, and I don't know what the legal side looks like when, kids below 18 do something, like at what part of it or what severity of the crime do the parents like have to take legal responsibility for that?
It's hard to know.
But like, if he's admitting that he allowed his daughter to,
like, she was like,
take illegal substances and then drive, like, yeah, dude, like, you're
negligent parenting.
Yeah, negligence. Yes.
Community service. Or
yeah, but dude, I mean, if you're her parents, like, I remember hearing something, I don't know what I was listening to, but it was talking about like whether or not like, or how would you respond if like someone you loved or a family member like committed a crime. It was like if someone, if I came to you and I was like, dude, like I killed someone, and I'm like, I need your help burying the body or something.
Don't do that.
And or it's like I'm on the run. It's just something like that. I'm on the run. I'm like, hey, I need to chill at your place for a couple of weeks. Whatever it looks like. I feel like the loving response would be like, you're not going to get away from this. Like, you need to turn yourself in. Like, rather than like, I'm going to do everything I can to get you out of this. Like, there has to be some type of acceptance of your consequence instead of just like continuing to run from it. Like, run from these ghosts that are going to catch up to you at some point, and it's only going to be worse. And then now
That's a good point.
Like, now you're responsible because you're
an accomplice to the
you
crime.
hit a fugitive.
That's like that show with Bryan Cranston.
Oh, To Catch a Predator. Wait, Bryan Cranston. What's that guy's name? Chris Hansen. What's the Bryan Cranston show? Oh, Your Honor. Holy shit, dude.
It's like that.
That is insane.
His kid.
But he didn't find out until they were already too deep.
Like the kid basically cleaned everything and then he found out?
It was like after the fact. It wasn't like it wasn't like after it happened, Dad. Like,
no.
It was like the kid had hit it.
Probably like,
dude, that's oh my
crazy.
Gosh, that first season was so intense. That first episode.
The first episode is a whole movie in itself.
Yeah. And it's like you want, like a part of you is like cheering for the guy to get away because it was an accident.
And they make it out to the person who died as like the son of like the mafia guy.
The cartel dude.
And he's like not a good guy.
Louisiana mafia.
Yeah.
And then he ends up dating his daughter.
Oh, really?
Yeah. They like meet at like a coffee shop or something, and she's like interested in him, and she's like, "Yeah, my brother just died," and he's like,
"Oh, God."
Because I think they found his inhaler. Like that's kind of how they ended up tracking it to him. Because that's what he was having like an allergic reaction.
I think he was having a panic attack because he was out of gas, and there was like all these like he's in a sketchy neighborhood.
Oh, really? And it was like that kid's birthday, and he's like riding his motorcycle to school or something, and then they're like, "All right, we'll see you later. Happy birthday." Oh man, yeah, that was one of the most intense first episodes of the show I think I've ever watched.
I know.
And it's like you feel for Bryan Cranston's character because I think the wife died, and so it's like it's just him and his son.
Yeah.
And it's an accident.
Yeah.
But there are consequences to the accident, and now he's in too deep, and he's like, I guess I'm just gonna go down with you if this ends up blowing up. And like there's a respect to that level of commitment.
There's a difference between the parents of the girl who drove the car into the wall.
Yeah.
And that because they don't technically know what happens. They have like a separation where they're choosing to believe that their daughter didn't mean to do that.
Yeah.
Bryan Cranston knew. And still.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah, there's some crazy shows out there.
Did I already ask you if you watched the roast of Kevin Hart?
Yeah.
Yeah, we talked about that.
Yeah, I thought it was hilarious.
Yeah, it was.
And I saw Cheryl Underwood was just on Kill Tony.
Oh my God, it was so funny.
I need to watch that one.
So funny. She's really funny.
Yeah. She's
good.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of things after the roast of, people being really upset for these people.
They're
not
offended.
like
they're so offended.
Yeah, not like the people on stage were offended, but the people who were watching are like, "Oh, that's the worst thing. How could you ever say that to her?" Yeah. And I listened to Shane. I think he was doing his podcast with Matt.
Yeah.
Which I don't really like him, honestly.
Matt McCusker.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of his.
Okay.
Not that I don't like him. It's just like I'm not. If it wasn't for Shane, you'd probably just be nothing.
Damn.
Like you wouldn't be in the space.
What's your deal? Why do you not like him?
I don't think he's funny.
All right.
I've listened to their podcasts.
Destroy the man.
No, I said it's not that I don't like him. I said I just don't think he would be in the space.
All right.
Like he's popular because Shane is his guy, right? Same thing with Brennan Schaub. If he didn't have the Chris D'Elia clips and the Brian Callen clips, he would not be a comedian. That's just a personal take.
I don't think he's a comedian anymore.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. He tried, and people are like, "Oh yeah,
you're
actually not funny."
I just hate when people. I'm not saying you're doing this, but like people just shit on people for like no reason. Like, there's a lot of that with like Brian Callen, and
I like Brian.
No, I think he's fine too. I think he's funny, but especially him and Brendan Schaub, they just like there's the podcast culture that kind of shits on them.
Oh,
for some reason because they fell off, but they're like literally
Fighter and the Kid.
Yeah, they were like one of the most influential podcasts, like one of the top podcasts.
Yeah.
In the beginning.
No, yeah, and that's not.
And they were funny.
Yes, and I'm not.
But they did kind of hit a Well, maybe.
And I haven't followed up with any of their episodes. I'm just saying, I think Brian Callen had a point, or Brendan Schaub had a point where maybe he thought his potential in comedy was a lot higher than what the actual reality was. And maybe the same thing with Matt. That's just either way.
Could be. Could be.
But yeah, after that, it was like, Chelsea Handler's going on her stuff, and she's talking about how Tony Hinchcliffe is a Nazi and, Shane's a Nazi, and like, the Jewish jokes and all this shit.
She knows what she's doing, though. She's attaching her name to these bigger people that are more popular.
Yeah.
Just to get attention.
Like, Tony is probably the biggest name in the game right now.
Yeah.
Like, other than maybe Dave Chappelle.
Yeah. Tony's like literally at the top. And also like Kevin Hart's, they basically copied Kill Tony, what they did on Netflix. It's like To Make a Comedian. It's really similar to Kill Tony.
Where the people are just going up and getting their 5 minutes of talking shit.
Pretty much.
I thought it was a great roast, and I think the outrage, there's, of course, that's just how things end up playing out in our culture, where you're allowed to make jokes about this, but if I talk about this, then that's off limits and I'm a terrible person because of it.
Yeah.
And I think that's just kind of the whole thing with comedy that we've seen recently, where it's like you can't be upset about it. Can't be upset about a joke because it's not like they're just isolating one singular group all the time.
No.
It's like if you're going to joke about Charlie Kirk, hey, I've got a George Floyd joke I wrote that I'm ready to sling.
Yeah.
It's like, but that's just how it goes.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't think these people on the stage hate black people or hate white people. It's like they're professional comedians. They make people laugh. They know how to dig deep and like get under your skin and kind of generate that response.
Exactly. It's so funny. Like, when they roast each other. And then there was the clip on, I think Kevin Hart went on
Charlamagne.
Well,
he's just a freaking buffoon.
Yeah. I don't like that guy. And they're talking about the George Floyd joke.
What did he? I never watched that clip. What'd they say on that?
He was just like, why'd you, like, that's not cool or something like that.
Like black culture. And why'd you let them talk about that?
And then Kevin Hart defended it. It's like, this is comedy. Like, there's a Charlie Kirk joke made. Like, it's just comedy.
But it's like, but Charlie Kirk was a racist.
Oh, my God.
And it's like, okay. There was a clip on Charlamagne where Dana White went on there. I don't know if you've seen that.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
I bet that's good.
Charlamagne was like,
he laid it down.
Well, he was trying to like
belt to ass.
He was trying to put Dana in a corner of like signing off on like Trump's policies. It was very bizarre. And
so he's friends with Trump.
Yeah, and that's what he said. He's like, I don't remember how it all started, but Charlamagne was like, so like you're pretty close with Donald Trump, the president, right? And he's like, yeah, but we were friends way before he got into politics. And Charlamagne's like, well, so then do you ever talk to your friend about, his policies and how bad they are for the American people? It's like, we're last in this. He's just like listing off gas prices, unemployment, all these things. And Dana's like, I don't talk to him about
he's like
that,
yeah.
And Charlamagne's like, so, but then, by your affiliation, then like, it's kind of your fault too. It was like the weirdest interview. And Dana did a good job of like, holding himself back, because it's like he was starting to make all these assumptions about Dana and like and I mean, Dana's like a professional, like
he's in the fight business,
so like I think he knows the game, but he like it definitely bothered me. I was like, man, what a terrible like I would have just got up and left. I'm like, if this is like how you're going to talk to me, like I'm not going to sit down and have a conversation with you.
I remember watching Breakfast Club with Logic in the beginning.
Oh, it's the best.
And it was good, but Charlamagne just like was so disrespectful to Logic, especially about his like.
He's like, they raped your sister, right?
Yeah. But I think that's his stick. Is like he needs to make it.
Like, why is he popular? Is it just because he has the show?
The show and like being the controversial, like he's gonna bring up whatever it is and make the guest rage bait the guest.
But he's done nothing else. Like, was he ever an actor or like a?
No.
Like, I just don't know like why he's so popular.
I think it's just the show Breakfast Club. But I also like was listening to Jake Paul went on a podcast with the Ball brothers,
Oh yeah.
and they were talking about his like rise to fame and all this stuff and how entertaining he is. And he said something like, if you're not making someone feel an emotion, good, bad, like hate, love, then you're just not entertaining in the
I mean, I agree with that.
entertainment space. And because he plays the villain a lot, Jake Paul does, but it just makes me think more about it. Like sometimes people are just playing like a character just to like entertain. They're not being genuine. Like
Yeah.
Charlamagne's definitely the villain character.
But you would think like an interview is like the place where you're supposed to be authentic, I guess.
Definitely like a podcast, like Joe Rogan podcast. That's like the most authentic. He's not going to like try to like put you on blast. Like Charlamagne
Yeah, and it's
would.
also hard to hide for 2 to 3 hours.
Yeah.
Like you can fake it for a 20-minute conversation, but you sit down in front of someone for 3 hours, like whatever you are is going to end up being exposed.
But I think that's more like on the interviewer to decide whether or not they're going to be like authentic. Like Charlamagne is that might be who he is, honestly, but it seems just like crazy. Like how can you be like that? Like just always like really
Yeah, I don't know.
villainous. Maybe it's just for entertainment because people eat it up.
Yeah, I mean, he probably has a very successful podcast. He's making money.
Yeah. I mean,
God, that, yeah, the logic. I know that's on my liked and saved on my YouTube account. He's like, what's up, boy? Because it's the guy with the dreads who's doing it. It's Charlamagne's not on the one where he does the freestyle.
it's Sway in the morning.
Sway in the morning. Okay, maybe I had it mixed up.
That was a legendary.
Yeah, that's where he broke out on the scene.
Yeah.
But he's pretty much just reciting Under Pressure right behind you.
Yeah.
Which I got that. I remember I got those. I had that one.
God, these are all mine. Cal took all of them.
No, the Logic one's mine.
Didn't you give it to me though?
Oh, maybe I did. I had the Logic one. I think I had a Tory Lanez one.
Oh yeah.
I don't remember where I was buying those from. It was like a guy off of Instagram that I was following. I had that. I got a couple LeBron posters. But yeah, I remember I had that one.
Some good artwork.
Under Pressure. But yeah, he was pretty much just reciting. What's the song?
I thought he was doing something.
He was
From the
freestyling, but it ended up
mixtapes.
being one of his songs.
Was it? We should go watch that later.
Yeah, no, it would be good.
But that's the Sway guy is the one where Kanye was like, "How Sway? How?"
Let's see.
Kanye was off his meds, is what they say.
I wonder if it's
I just remember Logic being on like the Call of Duty FaZe Clan kill cam videos, you know?
who was?
Logic's like, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I've never heard that.
watching the greatest.
Oh,
And the guy's doing the.
God,
That's on Sway?
no.
Oh.
It's this one. It's Under
It's
Pressure.
gang related. Yeah, this is the one he.
But they never know. Well, run away. I imagine a better life.
He's like
I don't think it's that one, but yeah, we'll have to watch it and see.
the ability for him to like rap, because that song is like you can't. He's going machine gun.
I've tried to like read the lyrics and go bar for bar for it
It's hard.
hundreds of times. I can't do it.
Yeah, it's a
Like-
skill. He's a professional. But yeah.
That was
You don't-
12 years ago. 15 million views.
Turn that down.
Ad.
Do you remember You don't remember those FaZe Clan videos?
Of like
Modern Warfare 2,
Yeah.
Kill Cam, like Search and Destroy.
Oh wait, here we go.
But fellas, but
How I gotta get it all day, every day, half white, half black. Goddamn, I'm a Mac. Can you feel it?
Probably biracial.
Always gotta stunt, then they hit it with the sound effect. Never can neglect. Yeah, I feel it. Yes, I love it. Gotta get it when I spit it. I'm being holy rhetoric. A Native American. This is how we do it. Come and stare again. Oh my God, yes, I can feel it. Goddamn, hit you with the K. Chillin' with my homie Slay. And these beautiful women I never seen. I gotta ride with her. Ride with her. One hitter, quitter, never that. Once again, half white and half black. Reppin' MD. That's Maryland. Where I'm from the bird. Call it G. This is how we do it. C. Reppin' Gaithersburg High School. Never graduated, but I'm not a fool. Feeling hella cool. Feeling hella breezy.
I think it's like the second half of it.
when they switch the beat.
Never knowing which direction I'm flowing. Got damn hit you with the K. Chillin' with my homie Slay.
Yeah.
In my past. Chillin' sippin' Sinatra.
Yeah, here we go.
Bobby, just a youngin', skating was my hobby. Trying to stay out of trouble, my homie in jail for robbery, welfare, food stamps, and stealing from the store. Come home and see an eviction notice, take to my door. Can't take no more. Mama on drugs, daddy in my head. What can I say? I just wanted to be a kid and play to this day.
But what song is that from? You know?
Never stolen, I'm from Maryland, where they shoot you in the
Darker than night, Christopher Nolan, I think it. Maybe it is. I think it is.
It might
You're
be a
right. I think
roll
it is.
call.
No, I think it is gang related. Because I remember that Christopher Nolan side. Just because. Yeah, it's definitely gang related.
Do you remember that concert we went to?
Yeah, I actually went. I had to do some work at the Allen Event Center.
You
a
went
couple
back.
weeks back, and I was like,
Nice.
man, I remember standing right there at that line.
Yeah.
Joey Badass.
That was actually
Who was the big
crazy.
dude?
Big Limbo.
Big Limbo. Yeah, Big Limbo. Yeah, I mean, that was whenever
The Everybody
Super
tour.
Yeah,
Yeah.
which I think it's a great album too.
Yeah.
different than what Under Pressure was for sure.
It was more like social,
A little bit more upbeat.
or more like social, like society type stuff.
Yeah, like
Just rapping from like everybody's perspective.
Yeah, God, I do remember. I mean, that's probably. I don't know how old we were when we went to that.
Dude,
I know I was in high school. I'm pretty sure.
I remember me and Austin went to Under Pressure tour with Logic, and we saw him at the House of Blues in Dallas, and we were like 16, and Mom had to come with us.
Yeah, I remember you telling me about that.
Inside, like it's just like this rapper concert. Mom's like in the back, and they're passing around the blunt. Mom's like in the back.
You're like, let me do that. Dude, I got a piece.
Austin
so bad.
did.
Pause that shit.
All right. That's where the nerves are in the Star. We're finishing up the podcast. So
Press the play.
press to play.
Yeah, the good old days of Logic.
The good old days of listening to rap music and not thinking that it's bad for me.
Yeah. Singing about Nikki, not even knowing that they're talking about the nicotine.
That blew my mind.
Yeah, it's like
I was like, oh, he's addicted.
yeah, on the cigs.
Feel it in my lungs, feel it in my veins.
There's that. I think it's that SoundCloud. Couple of episodes that are on there of like the Young Sinatra mix,
That's
and it's like one of his.
amazing.
I don't know if it's like a super fan or like a guy that has maybe helped him in the past who puts these mixes together, and he kind of brings a little bit of a backstory or talks about some interviews.
It's cool.
It is cool, and it's maybe outside of country music, he's probably my biggest fandom I have in rap hip hop culture.
Yeah,
I mean, I think
I would agree.
like Drake, of course. Like, I think Drake is the best. But,
Mm-hmm.
like, in terms of personal favorites,
Yeah.
like, Logic is my GOAT, for sure.
Definitely. Same.
And it's like you bring that up and, like, you can kind of, like,
You're
test
left
the
out of the
waters.
room.
Yeah, I mean, there's a temperature check on, like, how people respond to that of, like, Logic. Like, Seth always gives me shit about Logic.
Yeah.
Like, Seth, did you listen to fucking...
Future.
I mean, I listen to... But, like... Young Gotti, or it's like, and even Cody sometimes, you know, Cody will, me and Cody, we share a lot of music together, and I know he knows music, and I know he appreciates music, and we have certain styles outside of rap and hip hop, but like, I'll bring up Logic, and he's just like, turn this shit off, or like you with Russ,
Yeah.
like he'll like laugh you out of the room, and I'm like, I know you're a little bit more open minded than that, like let's.
Yeah. I
chill
think
on it.
that's the big thing I've always said. Like when we'd be in the warehouse, just like, oh, who's the top 5 R&B artists or top 5 hip hop? It's like it really just doesn't matter. There's no scale. It's just whoever you think, whoever you like, because there's always someone out there for everyone. You know, like that you objectively can't say someone's better than the other person.
Yeah, in terms of, yes. Now, if
Like-
you get into the conversation of, like, how many records have they sold? What are their streams like? That's where you can,
If
there is a
you
measurable.
Think that's success.
Yeah.
Like, but it doesn't. I don't think that makes their music better. Objectively.
No, I agree. Because there's a lot of awful songs that get a lot of streams.
And then there's a lot of great songs that don't get any.
Yeah. And I think that's, like, the beauty of, like, you know, discovering artists and discovering music that is either like untapped or underappreciated. And you're like, holy shit. Like, you know, Logic, we didn't grow up in Maryland. We didn't grow up biracial. We didn't grow up on someone else's couch, you know? So like there's there's
like a fascination with the
fascination
of the other side.
Yeah.
things.
But then for the people that are really big Logic fans, maybe they share some of those similar life experiences where it's like I can resonate with someone like this, which I think that's where music really comes down to, is like you resonate with the lyrics or the emotion that the beat makes or the lyrics create, or just the production and song altogether.
Yeah. It's so interesting because I remember I was in health class and this kid next to me, we were just talking about, at the time it was datpiff.com with the mixtapes. You could download hip-hop mixtapes. So there was like Chance the Rapper's Acid Rap was on there. God. And then there's, so like that's another example. You don't like Chance the Rapper, I do. And it doesn't make me, because other people don't like him, doesn't make me not like him, you know?
Yeah.
It's just different for everyone.
You end up, I feel like ownership with music is like
Definitely feel like
a lot different than anything else in our culture.
and it kind of gets gross too sometimes, where you can tell some people feel like they just take a lot of pride in like, oh yeah, this is like I put you on to this guy and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It doesn't, like, it's dumb, but this guy showed me, we were talking about mixtapes. He's like, have you heard Under Pressure? Or have you heard Welcome to Forever? Or I think that was his last mixtape, Welcome to Forever.
Yes.
I think that was what it was called.
I think that's what it is.
Welcome to Forever tour, yeah. And I was like, no. So I listened to it, and it was just like the lyrics over like a black square. I had no clue that he was white. I thought he was black. And I just listened to it. I would listen to it before basketball games. And it's like numbers. Men lie, women lie, numbers don't. I see that. Catch me in it. Yeah. And I was just like into it. And that's crazy because like it could have been like another album, you know? Could have been like Lil Wayne. And I was like, oh, fuck.
Yeah, I mean, literally, it
Lick
could
me
have been
like a lollipop.
Yeah, could have been an Eminem thing.
You know, and that developed through my whole life where I started to listen to him.
Yeah.
It's weird how things happen like that.
Yeah, I mean, you definitely exposed me to him.
Well, Well,
Because
yeah.
I say that G-Eazy was like the first rapper that I listened to. And this was probably
Easy was that dude.
freshman, sophomore year of high
Yeah.
school. So this is 2013, 2014, 2015. I'm like, that's just what a 15, 16-year-old was listening to. I'm like, that's what I got into.
You know what's crazy? So they went on tour together.
Yeah.
And it was G-Eazy's tour.
Interesting.
And now they're going on tour again, and it's Logic's tour. And he's opening
I
up
don't
for
know
him.
how big of a fan I am of the collab. Because I think they're kind of different. I don't know if their
They're
styles
definitely
complement each
different.
other.
What
Like
I'm-
Logic
yeah.
and Joey Badass, I feel like is kind of like a good match.
Yeah,
Of like
both
dark kind of.
lyricisms.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like Logic's fast. Joey Badass is like
Smooth.
like a little more
melodic.
nasally, a little deeper, just
Yeah.
whatever. But yeah, to your point, I remember when I was going through my bodybuilding stuff, I had saved a couple of YouTube videos from his mixtapes, and one of them was a mashup of all the Young Sinatras.
Mhm.
So it was like, I think it was 4 of them.
Yeah.
It's like a 16-minute, YouTube video, and
Yeah.
they just play together. And, I remember I would do that. I would listen to that on repeat when I was on like
Nice.
Stairmaster.
Oh, yeah.
Because it's like, okay, if I can get through this, like
16 minutes.
60 minutes, like it's a good spot. And it's just like the lyrics, like it's a very real, kind of storytelling.
He's a hustler, too.
Yes, that's what the first one is, where he's like waiting tables and people are talking shit. And,
Yeah.
it's just like, it's not an underdog story necessarily, but like it kind of gives you that feeling of like there's self-doubt somewhere in this song is like motivating me to like keep going in a way. And I think that's a lot of like what his story is like self-doubt and
Yeah.
got to keep pushing through.
I love that you brought that up because I agree. I think that is maybe why I stuck around and really love Logic for that. Because he is positive. Peace, love, positivity.
Yeah.
And that's...
It's hard to maintain.
Yeah, and it's also just good vibes. It's not like negative. So I think it overall benefits people to listen to music like that.
Yeah. And I think with him too, like music is storytelling, and we're talking about people being fake or playing a character. There's a lot of rap and hip hop people that play this character.
Yeah.
And like Logic is not rapping about like toting guns and killing people and like
Yeah.
just all this shit that you hear a lot in the mainstream, with certain groups that will go unnamed. But
Yeah.
it's like there is an authenticity to his music that I think, whether or not that you are a fan of like press and play and like you can listen to the whole 3 minutes and appreciate it, like there's a respect to someone speaking through their life experience through like album and like laying it out in like chronological order of like gang related, Nikki, driving Miss Daisy, Under
Yeah.
Pressure, All Right. Just all these different stories within a song that you're like damn, like now,
Yeah.
fucking woman. That was my number one.
Fucking with me now, huh?
Since Spotify did like a
Recap.
recap of like when you started your account,
Oh.
and now
They
was
did
like
that recently.
now I think was like top 5 for me.
Dang.
It's a great workout song.
Yeah, it
fucking
is.
with me now. God damn it.
that
I wonder if I
is-
could find that.
That is awesome. Yeah. Just what a crazy journey. He is very authentic. I like how you said that.
Okay, here we go. All-time songs. Now is number 1.
Number one.
Number 1, 150 listens, which
Wow.
doesn't really seem like that much,
No.
but it's my number 1. My number 2 is Ready for the Times That Get Better, Cody Jinks.
Really?
One of my favorite songs of all time. And then it's 2 Suicide Boys.
Okay.
You remember this song? Tadao.
No.
You never heard this song?
Who sings is Don Tolliver?
Masego.
Oh. Yeah, I know who that is.
That's my number 5. And then Dangerous by Morgan Wallen. Mediba
Yeah.
Riddim by Drake.
Oh yeah.
This is a banger.
This reminds me of that one summer, 2016.
I know. And then Amber 311. So it's like out of my next Logic song is like number 20 and it's I'm Gone. So it's like it is kind of crazy for me to think that Now is like my number one. But it is
That is crazy.
certainly not when you're doing Hammer.
I'll go
Curls.
man out. Yeah. I have some of his stuff from the
Lost in Translation is also on there.
that's a good one.
Yeah.
I think I had like White Boy was on mine. Do you remember that song? I really liked his album Vinyl Days.
Yeah.
That was like one of my favorite Logic albums. It was the album he did, I think, after COVID. So
Yeah,
he
it
did
has
one
the
during
Russ
COVID.
feature in that.
Yeah, I really like that.
DJ
album.
Premier, I think, is in one or two of those.
Oh yeah.
Um,
yeah. I really like that album.
Dude, he had this other song that I listened to so much when it came out. Who was in this? It wasn't necessarily an album, as it was more of like a single or an EP.
Okay.
It's the girl. It's a girl that he did it with.
Haley Williams.
Oh my God.
Is it the one where he's talking about his panic attack?
Nora Jones.
What's the song called?
High
Oh
Life.
yeah. I mean, all of his albums are good.
So, I mean, come on down. I think it's... Maybe it's not this one. High and then light it up high.
What album is that on?
It's that's what I'm saying. It's Paradise. It's like a single.
Oh, it's in this album.
Uh,
Gaithersburg or something like that.
oh wait, did I just scroll by it?
That's the album artwork. The
I'm down when I know they're
Are you on the albums?
Man, amazing man.
This can't be his albums, is it?
College Park.
College Park, yeah.
No, it's
I need
not.
to listen to. Here, let me see.
Oh my gosh, I can't remember.
I know which one you're talking about.
It's a girl. The album cover kind of has some like rainbow looking thing on it. I normally I'm pretty good at remembering. Sometimes. Search that up. You know what I'm talking about?
I think so.
I don't know. I don't think it was his song. I think it was a feature on it. Because it's a very short song.
Sometimes. Are you sure?
Promise you that's what it's called. But it's not Nora Jones.
Oh yeah.
Who is it?
Snow Allegra.
Snow Allegra. That's right.
Yeah, this
Snow
song is
Allegra.
good.
Oh yeah, that song is a banger.
Hold on, I want to look at one of these songs.
Yeah. Yeah, so me and Jack went to that Logic concert it probably was summer of 2017. We stood in the pit area.
Oh, my legs were so tired.
Yeah, it was a long day.
My legs were so
Because that was a long Uber drive out there. It was like probably an hour each way.
Oh, I do remember that part.
Yeah.
That was brutal.
I think I had a Comfort Colors t-shirt on. I was probably sweating through.
He just released an album? Oh, with Juicy J.
Yeah, I
I'm
tried
not-
listening to it. It
not
wasn't really.
Biggest Juicy J guy.
Yeah, it wasn't really up my alley.
Man, an incredible true story.
Oh yeah.
Dude, That just takes me
yeah.
back to junior year of high school.
Everybody want to like this. Like
It's crazy how music can bring you back to a time period.
Yeah,
Or an emotion.
it's timeless.
Good and bad.
100%.
Like if you listen to certain music when you went through a breakup, you're just like, oh, don't play
Turn
that.
on that Morgan Wallen album.
Yeah, or music is so weird how it like basically like lines
It's
up
like
with
your
our brain.
soundtrack to your life, honestly.
Yeah, yeah, it is. I think of it more now. It's weird because I think of it as more of like a tool, music. And I don't know if that's my personality where it has to be something practical.
Mm-hmm.
I wish sometimes I was less like that. Or no, I don't say that. I'm glad God made me the way I am. But like when I listen to certain music, I want it to give me like a feeling
Yeah.
versus
It's like scratching an itch.
yeah.
Of like you hop into your car, you're in whatever mood. Doesn't have to be good or bad. It's just like, but you're searching for something, and it's like you'll scroll through, and it's like it's this.
Yeah.
It's Numa. It's
Yeah.
160 beat per minute house EDM song.
Or I'm on a super long drive and I want to listen to some slow Charlie Crockett.
Yeah, it's like you want to hear Paint It Blue, and you're going to repeat that song 20 times.
Yeah.
And that's one of my favorites of his. I've been
Paint It
listening to
Blue?
that. Oh, yeah, dude.
I got to listen to that one.
You haven't heard it?
I don't think I know that one.
It's, you've definitely heard it. It's probably one of his more popular ones. And it's like this is when I'm driving in fucking Commerce, Texas.
Yeah, exactly. He's so good too.
The price on my head. And I'm better off dead.
It's kind of like bluesy.
Yeah. Keep this in mind.
Dude, we got to mention this. Shout out to Austin.
Guevara?
Yeah, because he put me on Charlie Kirk.
Oh. Charlie Kirk.
Austin's a big conservative guy. He put me on to Charlie Kirk. No, Charlie Crockett.
Really?
Yeah, when we went on our drive to Grand Canyon.
I mean, we're going to have a lot of
Dude, we're going to
time
have
for
a
some
lot
music.
of Charlie Crockett. Or whatever we want to listen to. But
We'll have to create a playlist.
Yeah, for sure.
A shared
What
little
me,
playlist.
Cal and Austin did when we drove out to Tennessee to see you was we would just like, all right, it's your turn to play a song. We play 3 songs of a certain category, and we voted who's the best song.
Okay.
But we're going to have so much time. And
Yeah.
we can do a podcast in the car, too, for a little bit, too. So we're going to have literally, like, a lot of time.
God.
But
Yeah, we're going to have to figure out how we're splitting drive time.
I
What
don't
car did you
mind
rent?
driving. It's a full-size SUV. We don't know which kind it is.
Like a Ford Expedition type?
Yeah,
Okay, good. Maybe it's a Jeep Grand Wagoneer.
that's an option
So we'll just show up and we can pick.
of the selection, yeah.
Yeah.
On July 3rd.
Yeah, well, I'd get that one.
And then July 4th.
Because that's what I drove in Houston. It's really nice.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. When did you get back from Houston?
It was just a 2-day trip. That was 2 weeks ago.
Oh, okay.
I drove down. That was Memorial Day. I think I drove down on Memorial Day.
Really?
Yeah, and then came back that Wednesday morning.
You were going to fly. Why'd you decide to drive?
Because I needed a car either way.
Yeah.
And
It's not that bad.
like
of
it
a
was,
drive.
it's a 3-hour. It was a 3.5 hour drive, and I was like, if I go to the airport, do this, do that. Like I wasn't in the mood to kind of be like professional on a plane.
Yeah.
Honestly, like I was like, fuck it, dude, just give me a car. Like I needed to listen to my music. I needed space. Like
Dude,
I did not want to be
that's
cooped up on a plane.
exactly
Oh
why.
my god, I don't know if I want to share this on the podcast. Yeah, I won't say that on the podcast.
Okay.
I'll keep that off.
Hold it back.
Yeah, I'll hold it back.
Tell me off air.
Yeah. I don't know if I've told you, I do need to tell you off air. It's nothing crazy, but it's another reason why I didn't want to fly at that time.
Oh.
Yeah, I was blacked out.
Oh.
Just kidding. But it stormed like crazy that day.
Oh, yeah. You don't want to be on the plane.
Dude, on the drive out to the place today, I almost got clipped like twice by cars merging. Like a car just deciding to change lanes like as I'm going by them. And like I thought this one truck, dude, I swear I don't know how close it was, but it had to have been within a foot. I'm telling you. It was like there was a car in front of the truck and I'm in the middle lane,
And he's trying to
and
get
he's
over.
trying to come into the middle lane as I'm like passing them. Like they were kind of slow.
Yeah.
And so I'm passing him, and as I'm like getting up, I had just passed the truck, and so I'm next to the other car. I can see in my rear view, and I could just see it in my peripheral, that the truck was coming over.
Oh.
And I like, it had to have been so close. There was a lot of traffic, like randomly for me today, just on I-30. I had to take I-30 back. There was a lot of traffic on there, a lot of traffic on I-20. It's like, what the fuck are you people doing?
Yeah.
It's like so agitating sometimes.
When I drove here, it just started raining, and I was getting onto the highway, and there was literally, it was your car behind me. And
he was riding your ass.
Yeah. And I didn't realize he was. And then I looked, and he was like right on me. So I went, brake checked his ass, and he was like, "Urgh." And he was like looking out the window at me or whatever. He held on his horn.
He was honking at you?
Oh, yeah. And it looked like the girl in the car, she was like this. Like she was embarrassed.
Yeah.
And I watched him, and he was in the right lane, and I know how to drive, so I got over into the left lane because I'm merging onto I-20, 2 lanes. I didn't want to be on the right lane. I got to get over anyways, safely get over, and I see him, and I end up passing him, and I looked over at him, and he's riding another person.
Yeah.
And then he like, and then like it's brake lights, so, and it's pouring rain.
Oh my god.
And I'm just like, what's going on?
There
in
was
this dude's head.
A couple of weeks ago, I had to drive from Fort Worth to Rockwall, which is
across
just a
the
brutal
metro
drive.
mess.
Literally from one corner to the next. It was awful. It was an awful drive. I'm on 20 though, and it's like traffic, like bumper to bumper traffic, pretty much. So I'm in the far left lane, and normally when it's like bumper to bumper traffic, you know how like every minute it's like, oh, okay, we're going, and then we'll stop.
Yeah.
It's like going and stop. So instead of me just going and stopping, I'm going to just like tiny go. So I'm not having to slam my brakes every 20 seconds and then restart the process.
Yeah.
So I'm in the far left lane. There's this truck that's like riding my ass while I'm like in the far left lane. And there's probably 20 yards from me and the next car in front of me. So like someone could merge in front of me, but then I would then have to step on my brakes.
Yeah.
But it's like we're all going through the same thing right now.
Yeah.
So I noticed that this truck is riding my ass. And like I'm chilling. It's a Saturday. Like I'm not trying to get into anything.
No.
And
Keep it calm.
I'm calm. I'm just like, dude, like we're in traffic. Like I don't know. You're not going to go anywhere. Yeah. I'm not doing anything crazy. I'm a great driver. You know, just put that out there. And so he gets into the right lane. He comes out from behind me and gets into the right lane and probably doesn't realize that I have my windows tinted and that I can see him. Because, like, as soon as I see that he goes into the next lane, I know that he's going to come around me and, like, probably either try to cut me off or say something. So he comes up to my side and he flips me off. And my windows are up at this point. You're like, you can't see me. No. And he probably didn't realize that I was looking at him. So like I rolled down my window and I was like, what's what the fuck is up? Dude. But it's so crazy because that interaction lasted 5 seconds. My adrenaline was like pumped for the next hour. And like, yeah, like I had to, I don't know what happened exactly, but I didn't flip him off. I just rolled down my window. I was like, what's your deal? But like just from that, like I felt like my body like shift, and I didn't like it. Like I felt really anxious like the next like 20 or 30 minutes of the drive.
Yeah, that's not good. Can't entertain that because as we've come to find out, people are willing to do.
They're willing to kill you on the road for you getting in front of their car.
Exactly.
And they'll follow you home.
Yeah.
If need be. And that's happened many times for me in Nashville.
You've gotten followed home?
Oh, yeah.
From a road rage person?
From the highway. And I've decided to not pull into my street because I'm worried that this car is following me.
Because you cut them off?
We're beefing. I mean, I had some problems. That was my steroid days.
You were beefing with...
Dude, I had some crazy... We need to get Derek on the pod. Have you met Derek?
Yes, dude.
Okay, I feel like every time I bring him up, I ask you that. He had some crazy road rage.
I bet, yeah. Oh, I bet.
Because he's fucking massive too. Like built like a Neanderthal. He's got a forward brow ridge. And he told me a crazy story. I'd be driving with him. We'd be going to the gym or something. And he would crash out on like a 40-mile-per-hour road and just because.
Oh my god!
Yeah, it was
bro.
hilarious. And he said one time that he got in this road rage thing where he was arguing with someone, and the car stopped in the middle of the road, and these two guys got out, and he like skirted around him, and he's like, after that, I was like, I'm done initiating shit, because it's like everyone. It's almost like talking shit to someone on Twitter.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, I'm safe. I'm hidden.
You're in your car.
I'm in my car.
You're safe until
that person cuts you off and they get out of their car and they're like, oh shit.
Like, actually, I have to fight him, and then he stabs you and you die.
Yeah, people. Yeah, I don't know what the stats are. You could probably find it on like ChatGPT or something. I bet there are. I would guess there are 10 road rage deaths a day in the United States.
No, that's insane. That's like
in the whole United States.
No,
you don't think so?
No.
Maybe like 3
a day. So you're saying there's
I'm just asking a question.
like 3,000-4,000 road rage incidents a year that kill people.
Road rage deaths happen.
Oh, dude,
I
every
guarantee
year.
you it's way more than what you think.
Well, ask how many per year.
Let's see what numbers it shoots back at me. I had that Perplexity. Was not a fan. And so
really?
I transitioned back to ChatGPT.
Yeah, I'm on ChatGPT as well.
I think the interface is a little bit easier. Perplexity also wouldn't do any image generation. It had a hard time exporting certain things. It wouldn't do certain tasks. And I was like, well, then...
Kind of came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
I don't even know who developed it. I'm going to say per year, 200. That's insane. Murders on the road.
Yeah, that's all.
Deaths from road rage. Also
It says
known
it's
as
less than
first-degree
1%
murder.
of... Yeah. It says it's less than 1%.
There's 10 a day.
It says 1,800 injuries per year related to road rage. 30 deaths.
Oh, so I was...
So 3 a month.
I was overvalued.
Yeah, 3 a month. Which is still... That's honestly less than I thought. If you just think about... We are only driving in the Metroplex. Think about people who are in, like, fucking...
I mean, everywhere has
Atlanta
a
or
big
something.
city, and that's just
Or Houston.
The thing. Yeah, Houston's crazy, but you just can't let it get to you. Cannot, and because it's not worth it. You want to be non-confrontational.
Yeah, and I think I've told you that before. Now that I'm driving, I put 4,200 miles last month.
Damn.
I don't know. I'm sure you're probably up there. I know you drive a ton.
Oh,
You don't
that's
drive
a
as much
lot.
on the day-to-day, but you'll have days where you're probably putting 300 or 400 or 500 miles on your
Yeah,
car.
for sure.
Um,
That's a lot. 4,200 a month.
yeah.
That is a lot, dude. I think so I had to do my mileage because we're getting reimbursed now for it.
Oh, nice.
Just, huge blessing. January through May was like 7,200.
Really?
Yeah, so I definitely feel like I drive less.
What are you guys getting, like 60 cents or how
I
is
think
that
the
working?
federal mileage reimbursement 72.1
Yeah.
or something.
Yeah, it's 70. I think, 72.
Which is huge.
Yeah, I mean, it's Friday. Yeah, Friday. Yeah, was it Friday? Yeah, yesterday. Like, started off my day with a nice, fat hour 40 drive as soon as you wake up.
Yeah.
And that's just like,
Dude, I'll
it
tell you
sucks
something.
sometimes.
You
And
have
I had to
to
shit so bad, dude.
you gotta
Real quick,
wake up.
gas stations should not have only one stall.
They're always closed too,
Well, it's like
because they don't want people to shit in them. So they say it's
Dude, I was
under
in,
construction.
I was in McKinney. And it started pouring rain while I'm on the highway. And I was like, dude, I have to go to the bathroom so bad. So I pulled over. I got gas, going to this gas station. And I opened the bathroom door for this guy. And he goes into the only stall that was open. And I was like, dude. And I was like on the verge of like, oh, yeah. Because it's like 8 a.m. And then I'm like, okay, well, maybe let me go get my waters and shit for the day. I'll put it in my car. I'll come back. And then I go in and there's 2 people waiting. And I'm like, and I was like, I have to leave. So I left and I drove for another 30 minutes till I found the Buc-ee's. And
Oh, that's perfect place to drop one.
I love when I go in there, I see a bunch of green lights.
Yeah.
I think
That's
it was
literally
it may have
best
been
place to
Melissa.
Yeah.
Was it Melissa?
Yeah, they have one there.
I just don't know if because do they have one in Terrell, Texas?
Yeah.
It was either in Melissa or Terrell. Yeah, they always have bathrooms open and they're clean and whatnot. But yeah, sorry, I had to.
No, that's hilarious. Oh,
It's a daily battle for me.
I've never
finding
been
bathrooms.
that bad where I've pooped. Oh, I didn't even tell you about I threw up at the gym the other day.
What?
Yeah, man. I'm taking these new supplements or whatever, like multivitamin stuff,
Yeah.
ashwagandha, stuff like that. And I ate my banana, had my protein shake, and then I took my supplements. And I'm stretching in the gym, and it's just like I'm getting like watery mouth. Like,
Yeah.
I'm like, all right, I feel a little nauseous right now. So I'm like just swallowing all that, and I'm still stretching, and then it's like, oh wow, I feel like I might throw up. The worst feeling ever. And I was like, okay, yeah, I have to go to the bathroom now. It's coming.
Yeah.
And so I'm like speed walking, like taking deep breaths.
Because you're probably starting to sweat a little bit.
And I'm just like, yeah, okay, it's coming. And the
Yeah.
deep breaths are helping me. And then I just kick open the stall door.
Yeah, probably projectile.
And there was the supplement pills.
Yeah.
And I felt good after, so I still worked out after. But
Yeah, it's not an illness thing; it's a sensitivity issue.
yeah,
and I've been there multiple times. It's not a fun feeling.
no, it's the worst, honestly. But it was just like kind of got it out of my system and got back to it. But
Yeah, you have to. I've realized whenever I'll take multivitamins or even green powder juices, like you have to super greens.
you gotta have a
You
lot.
gotta
of your
eat. Yeah, you gotta eat something. Just because if
A banana's not enough.
no banana protein shake, just liquid and potassium, just it ain't gonna cut it.
Yeah,
You need fat.
it was brutal. But what I was saying though about when you have that long drive right when you wake up,
Yeah.
I have driven 12 hours in a day. I drove all the way to Tulsa and back. Literally, I was gone for 12 hours.
Yeah.
But what I found, because you're in the car all day, you're stationary, not moving, other than when you get out.
Yeah.
You have to work out before, no matter what. Like, I've been doing those long drives for a while, and I will tell you, you just feel so much better. Even if you have to lose sleep to do it,
Yeah.
it is a game changer because you get the blood flowing, and it's mental and it's physical.
Yeah.
So, like, I had to wake up at 4 a.m. to work out, and I left at, like, I think 7 from my apartment, got back at 7. But it's just a marathon day. And now with the mileage reimbursement, I was like, that just made $400 just driving, listening to podcasts.
Yeah. True.
Plus, I'm going to do a job, but yeah, you got to get in and move around.
Yeah.
Because you feel like shit after. If you don't do
Yeah.
anything after a long drive, just like,
feel kind of inflamed. You just feel.
especially
You
if
feel
you're not
loose,
eating right.
like you're. Like not loose skin, like you don't feel like your body's like pumped or like full in a sense.
Yeah.
And that's been something I've had to figure out over the last 3.5 months. And I know what the answer is. It's more about the implementation of that. Because I did do a morning workout last week. I met John at Crunch Fitness at like 6, just an hour. Like it doesn't need to be leg demolish day. It's just like just move a little bit. Because it is crazy. Like, you know, if I have to be in like that Friday, I had to be in Leonard, Texas at 8. Oh. So it's an hour 40 drive.
Yeah.
And that's kind of calculating with the traffic, DFW in the morning.
Leave at 6.
Like I got up at like 5:45, shower, like kind of just like try to wake up a little bit, like I'm on the road at 6:15.
Yeah.
And so it's like a lot of times it feels like I'm kind of driving like you're just like, oh, I was asleep 30 minutes ago. You know, and it's just
drowsy driving.
I think it also gives you that space to like mentally decompress and / prepare for the day at hand versus just like wake up, okay, shower, brush teeth, clothes, drive, traffic.
Yeah.
And it's like there's a congestion to all of that, which you get home and you're tired. I mean, it's for people who don't drive a lot, there is a fatigue that you get from driving a lot.
Yeah.
And from sitting a lot. And that's like the chronic illness from our corporate environments, from people who sit in cubicles for 8, 9, 10 hours a day and they're tired when they get like you are tired. Like it's hard.
Work around the edges when you can, if you're lucky enough and you can have some flexibility for the people listening in your schedule to put yourself first. Yeah.
Like I'll probably Monday I'll probably throw 550 miles on. 550 miles because I got to drive to Texarkana after my full day.
After your full day?
After my day, yeah. Because I have a early appointment in Texarkana at like 8 a.m. on Tuesday. I'm like, I'm not going to drive out there in the morning. Yeah. So I'm going to finish my day, just drive out there at night, find a hotel, wake up, do it, and then drive back, and then go back to, you know, it's a grind. And I've noticed my butt, like my position with how I sit, my right ankle's been bothering me from just the constant kind of up and down. Yep. My knee's been killing me a little bit. My shoulder with how I position myself when I drive. And like I kind of found today that I think what's best, it doesn't feel as comfortable yet, but I think what's best for me is to scoot myself a little bit closer and sit a little bit more upright. Yeah. Because normally I'm kind of back. Like I'm like here. Yeah. You know, this is pretty lean back.
That's your engaging.
If I sit closer, then I can just use my bottom hand to steer. Yeah. And that, like, my shoulders feel a lot better in that position versus lean back, and now I'm dropping my right up one's here. Oh, can't breathe out of the left rib. And it's like I noticed my butt was like really sore yesterday. I think I wore the wrong underwear while I was driving. And it was just chafing.
That hurts.
Yeah, it does hurt. It literally does hurt.
I mean, I've got an issue now with my seat covers in my car. They're black, but they don't vent. And I'm just like swamp ass the whole time.
Yeah. You get out of that, your first 2.5 hour drive, and you feel like that sweat in your lower back. You're like, it's going to be a long day.
Yeah, there's going to be a pimple there today.
Yeah.
Take a whiff of it. You're like, smells good.
Yeah. There's some fun sometimes to driving. But inherently it's very dangerous. And I don't think a lot of people understand that. If you're spending more than an hour on the freeways a day, like you're like, holy shit, like this is scary sometimes. 'Cause a lot of the roads are in very bad condition. And it's like you can just be driving on some ridges and it'll like push your car just a little bit.
Yeah, you have to be very focused, present.
And then because my windows are tinted, I'll look a lot at like the other drivers as I'm driving by them. Everyone's on their fucking phone. And it's like I almost want to honk and like get their attention and be like,
Maybe we should. Fake swerve into them.
yeah, I don't know, dude. But yeah, I was in on Friday I was in like a area that I had never been in before, and with some of these addresses that I have to go to, you know, they're labeled as like county road or country road, which means you're like kind of you're in the middle of nowhere at this point. It's like you're turning onto a gravel road to get to wherever you have to be.
It's just someone's home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so I'm on this gravel road, multiple turns, barely have a signal, trying to find this address. And it's like leading me around. And so I finally pull up and it says I've arrived, but there's like two kind of like mobile homes on my right. And then up ahead on the path that I'm on already, there's an arch to like a ranch, like someone's ranch.
Yeah.
And I call the guy and he's like, yeah, I've got a red truck, kind of like a gray garage like building.
Yeah.
And up ahead, I see like a red truck and like a gray garage building. So I'm like, okay, I think I see it. You know, I'll be there in 20 seconds pretty much.
Okay.
So I pull into this gate. There's a bunch of cars, big property, horses, pond, beautiful area. But there's like 6 cars, and it's like one garage center and then 2 more at like the back, probably 50 yards from where I'm at. So I park. And I get out of my car, and I've got all my shit, and this cat comes running up and is like rubbing my leg. And
black cat?
No, it was a pretty cat, actually. It was gray. And I'm waiting for this guy to come out, standing there for 5 minutes. And I'm like thinking about, like, do I go knock on this door? Do I wait? You know, nothing happens. No one comes out. And I text the guy, or I pull on my phone. And he's like, I'm outside. I don't see you. And I'm like...
Oh shit!
And so I'm like, oh shit! Like I'm at the wrong. I'm on someone's property, and I'm not supposed to be here.
Yeah.
So like I like politely, I was like, I'm sorry. Like I just waved my hand. I'm like, I'm sorry. Got my stuff. Got my car. Called him back, and I'm like, dude, like I'm on this road. I don't know where to go. And I finally ended up turning a left. I had to do a U-turn. He's like, take a left at the wooden bridge, the wooden railroad track.
Park your car and come into the bridge with me.
And so I end up finding it, and you know, but it's like freaky sometimes. You're out there and like you're just like for a quick 20 seconds, you know, depending on how long these appointments last, 20, 30 minutes, an hour, like I'm in someone's life. I was with this lady on Friday too, and she was telling me about how her daughter got murdered in Irving in 2019. And I'm just like, what? And so it's like, it's weird, like being involved in someone's life in a very personal way for 20, 30, 40 minutes at a time. And like, that's the last I'll probably ever see them. It's like what people are willing to share with you, and you know, how open they're willing to be. 'Cause a lot of the folks I deal with are older. Don't really have a lot of people around them. They're probably by themselves a lot. I feel bad leaving when I have to leave, because I'm like, I don't know when you're going to talk to another human, you know? So
you just try to leave a good moment for them.
Oh, yeah. Everything's always been very positive, and but it's just, I don't know how I got onto that tangent there, but
no, that's super interesting.
It's a weird part of travel. Like just coming across just different people, you know?
Yeah. I'm doing commercial appraisals. I'm at commercial property, so that usually they know I'm coming, and like it's in a public area. Yeah. So I don't have to deal with that too much, but I do a lot of gas stations. Those are areas where a lot of the public's there, and sometimes it's in sketchy areas too. And that just comes with like experience. Like we have an intern in the office, and I took him on a convenience store site appraisal. Yeah. Or site inspection, and we're in like a ghetto area, Fort Worth, and you could just feel how like he was nervous about just like we're going into this convenience store. It's like it's run down. There's people. And
off of Riverside.
Is off of Ephraim Avenue. It's like kind of near the Stockyards area.
Have you been off of that Riverside exit?
No. Just
Don't.
keep going.
Yeah, there's like
Yeah.
you're probably gonna see 15 people hanging on the corner.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
dude. Well, I know exactly about that. I appraised one that was a beer and wine store right next to the highway in Central Fort Worth, South Side Fort Worth.
Really?
And I'm taking pictures. There's just like there's the dope boy out front, like the
That's Paperboy.
paper boy with his Air Force Ones and his backwoods hat.
He's got his Timbs on.
He's got his Metro phone out.
He's got Cricket Wireless.
and then so I go inside and it's just like a lot of times like they see it's like a lot of like oh never mind, I'm not gonna say that, but I go on the back side of the building and I gotta take pictures, I gotta measure the building, and I go on the back side, I'm like there's like a ton of people there like just hanging out, like a lot of people.
Yeah.
And I'm like did they see me? And I run back to my car. But on those, like I always got to keep it on me, you know.
No, I mean,
Because if someone tries to take my life, I have to defend myself.
yeah, I mean, you
God forbid that happens, but you know, you just
gas station ready.
gas station ready.
Yeah. That's why I keep my pocket knife on me all the time, and it's a good like 4-inch blade, I'd say.
That's good.
Hook it onto my pants. And I've never been the person to carry a pocket knife with me.
Mm,
And I think now that I don't want to carry my gun with me,
yeah.
it's like, well, this is my next best option. And it just
Yeah.
clips onto my jeans, my
That's
shorts,
Perfect. It's a tool.
sweatpants so easily.
Yeah. It's a great tool to have.
And it's like, yeah, if someone wants to fucking run up on me. And I, thankfully, you know, I've stopped at every gas station over the last 4 months. And I told you about that experience I had at the Circle K outside of,
I've gone there multiple times after that.
just,
It's just a timing thing. That's the weirdest thing. 'Cause
yeah.
I've never had a weird. One of the employees there was weird.
Yeah.
She was like this black chick who like started like singing when I finally got up there to check out. It was
What?
weird.
Yeah.
Just like
It is just weird seeing the different types of people that exist out there, you know.
and at the same time, people are being brainwashed on social media. Like they're living like they're completely like they're believing exactly what they're seeing on their phones.
Yeah, I mean, think about all the remote workers that don't interact with the outer world ever.
Yeah, I mean, people are getting weird. Like I shook this guy's hand the other day. Lives on my floor. It's just sweaty ass hand.
Yeah, probably just shoved it in his gooch.
Yeah. That's what Alyssa
So
said.
I keep multiple hand sanitizers on me all the time because I'm touching doors and
Yeah,
touching
I think
shit.
I scratched my eye after that and got pink
Yeah.
eye.
Scratching your brain with your finger.
Dude, we've been going for a while. Might have to wrap this one up.
Well, it's been a good one. We covered a lot of different things today.
Yeah, that was a really good podcast. Very
We'll
informative.
have yeah, it's going to be a busy push to Yellowstone for me. I got
Same.
Mason's wedding next weekend,
Oh yeah.
so I got to get my speech ready.
Oh,
we may
best
need to talk
man,
off
best
camera
man.
about that. I got some jokes. I got some things I want to write. Actually, some inspo from the Kevin Hart roast. So
Okay.
been
make
running.
some
I ran
Nazi
some jokes
jokes.
by Mickey. She gave me a laugh. I don't know if it was like a. She thought it was funny or it was like it may have been a girlfriend laugh. I'll have to double check with her. But it's going to be short. Like I don't know how yours went. I've already talked to Mason and Rachel about it. They don't want.
Yeah, you said.
They don't want long speeches. They don't want papers. They don't want. It's like so with that
Oh, they said
confirmation.
that?
With that confirmation, like I'm going into it with like, could be a minute, maybe 2 minutes,
That's
2 or 3
short.
minutes.
That's what they want, though. That's short. You don't want to do something they don't want.
Yeah, so like I'm gonna go into it.
It's respectful to
I
do
want to
that.
make some jokes. I want to make like a nice sentimental message about maybe some like stoic quote from Marcus Aurelius or something. I know Mason would appreciate that. And raise a glass, move on.
Yep.
Like, I want people to be like, that was good.
Dude. Oh my god.
Like, what was that quote you said? That was really profound.
You're a smart guy.
Yeah.
Tell. Profound.
But I'm not going to start it with, for those of y'all that don't know me, I'm Ben. I'm one of Mason's college friends. So, when he asked me to be his best man, I was shocked. I'm not going to start it like that. I think I'm going to use some, because we're like big and little. Mason's like a little guy. And and so like I have to tap into like the big little comp. And so I've been trying to think of the Dwayne Johnson, Kevin Hart relationship, David Spade, Chris Farley, it's things like that. And so
I know what you could say if you wanted to tell the story of how y'all met at the gym.
Yeah.
Like, we met at the gym. As you could tell, like, he wanted some tips.
I will after you said it. I was like, it was my freshman year. I'm at the UREC facility getting a good training session, and I saw this poor guy. He couldn't lift the 45 plate himself. So I went over and helped him, and that's how it all started for us. I was going to say, like, a lot of people, don't think me and Mason are friends when we're out together. They think I'm either his boyfriend or his bodyguard.
That's pretty good.
No, that wasn't a good laugh. My delivery is not. I have the ideas. I just need to put it on paper and find a good way to explain everything.
I would write it down and memorize it, or just read it a bunch.
Yeah.
That's what I did, but I had paper. I read off the paper.
Oh, I'm definitely going to have something printed.
Oh, I thought you said you didn't want that.
Like, not like you're showing up with like fucking 5 pieces of paper. It's like I'll probably have one.
Yeah.
And it's just like, hey, here's my script. And but I want to find a good like cheers. You know how like sometimes, I don't know if you did this in college, you guys would go out and it's like all right, everyone, we're about to take the shot of Fireball. It's like
here's to
women. It's like, if you don't come in her, come on her. It's like something like that.
I never said that.
But it's like I want to have
the cheers moment.
I want to have like a proper proper cheers, proper just like something that actually kind of means a little bit versus just like, all right, cheers to the happy couple. And not that that's me trying to make it about me, but like if I'm already going to have to speak, I might as well try to find an advantage with the words that I use.
It's a big moment. Like, I think you can really make it a nice statement for sure.
Did you only talk about Billy though?
No.
You talked about Miranda?
Yeah.
Yeah. See, I think I'm only really going to talk about Mason. Because I don't know where I'm going on the order. Does the maid of honor go first and then it's best man?
We had Miranda's dad went first, and then I was supposed to go next, but the maid of honor wanted to go. She didn't want to go last, so she went second, and then I went last.
So those are the only 3 people that spoke.
Yep.
Interesting.
Yeah. Because I don't think. Yeah, Billy's mom didn't want to talk, but my speech was probably like 5 minutes, 7 minutes, something like that, and I planned it out, written it down, and it was a mix of like funny and what I thought was like insightful, and it talked about both of them for sure. I still have it. I mean, I could show it to you.
Let me.
I have a video of it.
Have you watched it?
No, I watched the first 5 seconds. I'm like, no, I can't do this because it went well in my mind.
I've heard it went great. Mom and Dad said it was great.
Everyone said it was great.
So just trust that.
That's exactly what I'm.
Because you're just going to self-critique and
exactly.
think like, oh my god, this is dog
that's
shit.
why I couldn't
sound
watch
weird.
It. Yeah.
It's always hard hearing your own voice. Even when I've listened to our own interviews or our own podcasts,
Yeah.
it's like, God, like, I
That-
sound like that?
That doesn't weird me out anymore, but like in that big stage in front of everyone, I just maybe it's like a self-preservation thing where you in your mind you think that you did well because you
Yeah.
don't want your ego to be hurt.
How many people were there?
Maybe like 150 or something.
I think that's going to be the same at ours.
Yeah.
We'll
But-
see.
Yeah, it was a lot of people I already knew. A lot of Miranda's family and friends I knew. They were going to say I did well no matter what, so it was good.
Yeah. All right.
Wrap it up. Good pod.